Adam, how would you like to turn into an idiot?
I'm not sure I follow.
For our new sponsor, Village Idiot Pub, the 5K.
Oh, yeah. Village Idiot Pub in historic Cocoa Village is holding an event for the Children's Hunger Project called The Village Has Lost Its Idiot Again.
The run is a 5K held right in front of Village Idiot Pub on Harrison Street in Cocoa.
It's an event to raise money and awareness for the Children's Hunger Project. While you can run, you don't have to. You can walk, skip, or drink your way to the end.
So bust out those costumes, bedazzlers, and sequins and get creative, as there will be awards for the best dressed fool or idiot. The theme is Masquerade Ball.
Also, you've heard them on Living Podcariously do a performance, as well as guesting on the Twisted 10. Our friends of the podcasts, Hot Pink, will be performing for the Village Idiot at 7 p.m.
This 5K is not a timed event. It's a fun run. It's really about having fun and raising some money for the Children's Hunger Project.
Village Idiot Pub has over 30 beers on tap, including ciders as well as Hefeweizens, my favorite, hundreds of bottle choices, and a great selection of wine.
So get your friends together for the run, then enjoy the board games, puzzles, and giant Jenga inside, as well as Hot Pink's performance.
Jason and the rest of the staff are awesome and will take excellent care of you.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
You can catch the entire cast from Living Podcariously as well as the Twisted 10 there on April 1st for this run. I'm thinking we should set up mics and let our listeners and the people at Village Idiot add some commentary.
Ooh, that could be dangerous.
The Village Idiot Run will be on April 1st, directly in front of the Village Idiot Pub on Harrison Street in Cocoa, directly across from the big park.
Visit Village Idiot Pub on Facebook for full event details.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Welcome to Living Podcariously. Tach, we've got a really good store and show.
Is it exciting?
Well, you've used that adjective so many
that's
times.
A really good store and show?
Store and show. Did I say store and show?
You did. Dyslexic.
Show and store?
We did.
Whoops.
I thought you were the grandfather from Gummy Bears for a second, man.
Or R2D2. No.
R2D2. Not R2D2. Yoda.
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Dude,
Oh my
Should we just start
God.
over?
we should just start this over again.
No,
right?
let it go. All right, Tach. So
Yeah.
I'm Adam. I'm one of your hosts, sitting in his
I know
normal
that.
seat.
I met you before.
It's your turn.
Oh, and I'm Tach. I'm the other host, and over there in Lady Chase,
I'm Andrea Joy.
and over there.
A very disappointed Jay Alvarez.
Yeah.
How,
Right,
do
off the
you,
bat.
how do you confuse R2D2 and Yoda?
I don't. I just never mind. We have a special guest with us this week. We wanted
Also,
to say,
equally as disappointed.
Jason, is it Estes?
It is.
All right, we have
Wow,
Jason.
You pronounced it correctly. No one ever does.
Really?
I would have said Estes.
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 We have Jason. Make sure you got those mics. You got to get right on your
You
mouth.
gotta kiss him.
right on it.
There you go.
There you go.
So we would like to welcome Jason Estes to the show.
Welcome.
Estes.
Estes to the show.
You said it right.
Did you say testes?
I didn't say.
Yes, you did. Someone
Did
did.
you say testes?
No, I didn't. I will
say
if you want.
testes.
That's a joke he hasn't heard before.
Testes.
I'm out of here. Screw this place.
Jason is the owner of the Village Idiot Pub in Cocoa Village,
All right.
and also our new show sponsor.
All right.
Oh.
Thank you very
And,
much.
and he brought
So-
us beer.
So do you prefer to go by Jason or Daddy?
Depends. We'll see how this goes and
All right.
what movement we're on. We'll see.
Yes, Jason was kind enough to bring one of my favorite beers that they serve, Oberon, and that's a Bell's Oberon. That's a Hefeweizen,
Correct.
and it's more of an orangey
Yeah,
citrus.
got some citrus in it.
Can you explain that word you just said, Hefeweizen?
Can you explain how you can pronounce Hefeweizen, but you can't pronounce half the words in the English language?
Estes R2D2. This is so. Just to give you a heads up on the show, this is a Bash Adam podcast. So,
I've listened for a couple episodes.
What is a Hefeweizen?
It's
It's
a beer.
It's a more citrusy infused.
Blue
beers.
Moon is like a version. It's the American version. Hefeweizen's German.
Gotcha.
So it's-
Okay.
Lowenbrow. Of course, Lowenbrow's not Hefeweizen.
I know
but
what
it's German.
Bud Light is. That's about all I know.
Well, we're going to teach you, my child.
I know.
Teach you.
I'm not a big drinker, not a big beer drinker. Well, I mean,
We're going to change that.
That's because you
Working
only
on
have
it.
Bud Light.
it's true.
That would make you not want
I'm
to
not
drink
big on
beer.
like I don't like any dark beers. I'm not a fan.
Don't say that because
No?
people say they don't
I don't
like dark
like
beers,
bitterness.
but
So
there's so much great dark beer out there that doesn't taste like Guinness or like the other stuff you have.
will you
There
be
really
my
is.
Obi-Wan then?
I will.
Another reference.
He brought you
he did-
Oberon, and he will be your Obi-Wan.
He did the reference
this is
right.
good.
Yeah, he actually knows his Star Wars characters. Adam.
Very nice.
Well, I'm about to watch the whole series with Andrea again. Here
Take
soon,
notes.
so
Take notes.
Yeah,
sir.
take
I guess
notes,
so.
but particularly the names.
Can I earn my man card back if you give me some trivia questions next week?
God, maybe.
Oh, that
right.
yeah, challenging stuff.
No,
yes.
because you're going to
All
watch
right.
7 girly movies.
But you can't give me. No, we're watching Star Wars first. You can't give me like the most difficult trivia that deals with
No.
lore and all this stuff. That,
Oh, we're gonna get into
Lord.
canon, dude.
give me based
no,
on.
fuck canon. I hate
Give me
canon.
based on the movies themselves.
Yes, the movie. That's
Okay.
all I
right.
follow. I don't do canon books and all that bullshit.
Y'all are confusing me.
Also joining us in studio is our good buddy Josh Wilson, friend of the podcast. How you doing, Josh?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Josh has something kind of cool to announce too.
He's
I don't know
got
if you
blue
wanna
hair.
Do that now?
Is
or-
that it? Or
Yeah, we just restructured our company, so we will be performing as Infinte Points now.
Infinte Points, formerly known as Raven a Box, also formerly a podcast sponsor of
formal
ours.
sponsor? Yeah.
Yep.
So Infinte Points, brought to you by Infinte Points for living podcariously. Soon, maybe two.
Soon, maybe two, maybe two.
In the second movement,
In the second-
Yes, in the second movement of the podcast.
What's the count?
I don't know. That's a good question. If a listener listens to this, and
They're going to be confused. So,
counts all the
do we want to tell the
movements.
story? So, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got a feeling it's going to be a run-on joke through the whole show. So we get here and Adam's playing a little bit of classical music, and I think we're listening to Beethoven's. What is it?
For Elise or first movement,
No,
We're
when we
listening
when we
to
first
Moonlight
when we first
Sonata.
paid attention was Moonlight Sonata. Yeah.
Moonlight Sonata. And then was that the song where you said you preferred the second movement?
yes.
Yes, it was.
And Andrea was a little confused on what that meant.
No, I wasn't.
No,
I can
she
play
wasn't.
that song on the piano.
And I thought he was
gotcha.
joking.
Yeah, Jason was totally blown away that I knew what I was talking about. I was like, yeah, no, I'm a bigger fan of the. It's actually a third movement. I was realizing as we were saying all
Oh,
this.
way to go, dumb.
Yeah, I'm the dumbass. Yeah, I know. Yeah, look,
Lied to me.
Adam's messing up Star Wars references. I missed a movement on Moonlight Sonata. I think I can be forgiven. Most people are
right, maybe.
surprised that a guy named Jay Alvarez knows what the fuck a movement means in the first place, all right?
it's that Z at the end of the name, right? Is that what-
Exactly.
yeah.
That
This'll
Z
be-
throws everyone off.
This will be a night of mistakes. We'll get it.
We're not even drunk yet, folks.
No, we are sipping on some nice.
Although
Oberon,
I do
though.
like it. It's a little bitter, but I don't mind it. It's pretty good. I like it. So it's good.
Actually, eventually we'll talk about this maybe a little bit later in the show, but I wanted to ask you, so I'm not an IPA fan by any stretch of the imagination. It's just the flavors, for whatever reason, don't hit me right. I just don't like IPAs. I love your typical lagers. I love stouts, obviously Hefeweizens, and some, I really like Belgian ales, and I've never really liked the IPAs. I never got into those, so...
That's not uncommon. Either you like them or you don't. There's no like in between with that. So they are definitely more bitter, and but IPAs too are also all the range. So you don't judge it just off the name, because so much stuff tastes so different nowadays. It's so crazy. It's like the vodka is going Fruit Loop vodka now. You can get any flavored beer right now. It's
Yep.
getting crazy. We have that maple syrup bacon beer. I mean, so
Really?
I want to taste that.
What's an IPA?
Indian Pale Ale.
but so the deal was that it used to go
Why is
overseas.
that? Why is that funny? Sorry, what?
A lot of people don't know. They just want to admit it.
I actually didn't know it either.
Jesus.
So they
Tach,
used
you
to-
idiot. What is
They
it
used to
really?
send beer to India, and by the time
Okay.
it got to India, all the hops are gone. So it was like crazy. So they started packing the hops into the beer to send it over to
Gotcha.
India. So and then people started liking it with all the hops in it and never sent it across. So they ended up becoming a kind of beer that was just extra
Oh,
hops in
that's
it.
a fun little fact.
Interesting.
Cool.
No, that's kind of cool.
Interesting.
You learn something new on Living Podcast.
We're learning all
See.
kinds of shit today. We're learning the proper names in Star Wars. I'm learning movements on Moonlight Sonata. And now we're learning a little bit about getting drunk.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good day.
I want to send a reminder out to our listeners. So we have way more listeners than we do Facebook likes. So if you listen to the show and you enjoy it, give us a like on Facebook. You're going to get extra videos from us on there, pictures, things like that, and eventually maybe some extra episodes just for liking the Facebook page.
We need to come up with some sort of a contest for likes.
For Facebook?
I don't know, we need to draw the crowds to the Facebook or to the...
Andrea, take shirt off.
What's that going to do to the listeners?
We'll take pictures and put it on Facebook. I don't know. Okay, Josh, take your shirt. I mean,
No, that's the fourth movement.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I like the idea. Brainstorm attack. You come up with some pretty creative
We could take
stuff.
Oliver's shirt off.
But that's not fair to the people who already like us, so...
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. There's not that many of them, though, so...
Maybe we'll do a post that they have to... I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Maybe I'll give them a free haircut or pedicure or something.
Ooh, that could be...
Okay.
That could be pretty cool.
I was going to say, you could do some sort of a giveaway for like the 10,000th follower or something, whatever the number is, and just give them something.
Yeah, try a little lower number.
Yeah.
We'd be here for like the next 12 years.
That's a good point.
I mean, pick a number, though.
Oh, gotcha. Pick a better number. Okay,
I am going to try what...
Number 69.
What Vhilena told us to do. I'm going to boost one of our shows, maybe this one, and see what kind of support Facebook actually gets for us for paying to boost a post. But anyway, if you are listening to us on iTunes, please rate, review, and subscribe. If you're listening to us on Google Play, well, you're hip. They don't really have a review or rating system on there. And if you want to participate in the show, send us an email to show@livingpodcariously.com. If you would like to ask or give Andrea a question to ask us for the Guyry, that's where you send it. So, yeah. Oh, hey, speaking of Vhilena, when does she go to Vegas? Isn't that now?
I think it's this weekend, I think.
Yes, it's this weekend. The 3rd or 4th?
Whatever.
It's in
Saturday
4 days.
That is, yeah.
4 days. We had a girl in here last week that was Tach. Tach actually met her online. Ironically, she was local. Not like that kind of online.
No, not like that. Not like that. No, I have a girlfriend. But no. It was a karaoke app. It's like a social media karaoke app, and I sing, she sings, and anyway, Go ahead.
Yeah, no, she's going to compete in The Voice out in Vegas. She made it to like the next round of The Voice, like past the Scrubs level, and she's going out there this week to compete in The Voice. And we said, hey, if you get on there, just drop Living Podcariously's name.
Awesome.
See if you can get it on air for us.
Yeah.
But ironically, she also owns Escape Cocoa Beach, the escape rooms out there. So Andrea and I went that night after she was in here doing her interview because it was our 1-year anniversary. And we went out there. Oh, yeah, just dating.
Right?
She hasn't said yes to marrying me yet. So
You haven't asked
Yet?
me yet.
Well, she's ready for a baby. And
I know.
yeah, she is.
We've already got the whole wedding
twins,
planned.
no less. Twins.
Oh, God.
Boy and girl, Sebastian and Charlotte.
I already have twins, so.
They just turned 18, too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Watch out, Tach.
Do you have 2 18-year-olds?
And a 9-year-old son. Yeah.
He's really 64. He doesn't look it. He ages very well. That's what redheads do.
I don't look my age, but
But no, we went out, and it was just Andrea and I, just the two of us. And usually when you go to these escape rooms, usually you take a group of people, and it takes you that group of people and the 1 hour they give you to figure out how the hell to get out. So we were a little nervous. We didn't do their hardest room. We had already done that in the past. We did their second hardest. I don't know, whatever. Another, not the easiest room.
We did the rocket science room.
Rocket science.
ooh, that sounds fun.
So without giving anything
That's
away.
unfair.
Yeah. Well, I might be an IT guy, but that doesn't mean I can figure out a formula to save my life. Not to say you have to figure out formulas to do this room. No hints given on Living Podcariously.
We did good as a team. Like, he found stuff and I
You
found
won,
it was
didn't
really
you?
even. 3
By
minutes to
3
go.
You
minutes.
jerks.
Yeah.
I lost. I
Nice.
did not win the time I went to.
Really?
Oh.
We lost.
Which room did you go to?
This was in Nashville, so it was a different one,
Okay.
but same concept. And
That must be disappointing.
Yeah. Thank you.
You must feel like shit, man.
Yes, I'm an idiot.
Because I always get out of those rooms. Every time.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I consider myself more of a critical thinker, but it was really Andrea who found the very, difficult clues in the whole room. One was hidden
Because
in
they're right in front of you and you're thinking too much.
that one
That's
that was
the problem.
Because she's a woman who can find the lipstick in the back seat under the
a
chair.
fair point.
While driving.
Yeah,
That's a fair
And changing
point.
a diaper.
right in front of her face.
Twins.
Yeah.
Twin diaper.
Whose lipstick is this? Isn't that yours? No, I found it in the back seat behind the armrest, hidden under the seatbelt buckle, right in front of my face.
And I do not wear passion plum.
Passion plum. Wow. Did I actually leave one of those somewhere, Josh? Oh, shit.
Is that a real color or whatever flavor? I don't
Does
know
it
what
matter?
Sure it is.
Passion plum. Flavor? Ooh. All
Well,
right.
I mean, is it flavored? Is lipstick flavored?
No.
Should be.
Lip Smackers is.
Andrea and I did something
See, we're
else. Tach.
learning. We're learning.
If lipstick was flavored, you'd have crackheads on the side of just.
I think I've seen that anyway.
Yeah, that's
So-
fair.
Andrea and I did something else, Tach, for our anniversary.
What'd you do?
We were gonna go down to the Melting Pot originally, and go have a good dinner.
Yeah.
And that was going to be our little, 1 year of dating anniversary night and have a good night. Well, instead of doing that, we decided to go somewhere local to get dinner and then go out to the escape room. The escape room's
Yeah.
not cheap, but it's not really expensive either. It's
Right.
fairly priced. You can get a Groupon for really cheap, but the normal tickets are like $30.
Yeah.
Vhilena hooked us up. So Andrea and I decided to go out on the town, wine and dine, and we went to Applebee's.
Nice.
Now-
Fancy.
Classy.
Yeah,
It's a
very
neighborhood
classy.
bar.
There's a little bit of history to it. That's the very first night we actually met. We met at Applebee's. She brought a couple of her coworkers up there, and we went up. So we
I
figured,
wasn't going to meet him alone. I had to bring friends with me.
yeah,
Gay.
that's for sure. One of them was actually Jeremy. He was gay. How did you know, Jay? How did you know that? No, it was
Wow.
Jeremy and Callie, right?
Because Andrea brought friends. That's how I knew one was gay.
So we're sitting at dinner, and again, this is not the most romantic of places, but it's a nice casual bar. There's only maybe 20 people in the whole restaurant,
Yeah.
if that. And we're enjoying our dinner, and
Quick
I've got some.
service, good food.
I got some audio to go along with this tag, so give me a second.
Oh,
Okay.
you got audio to go with it.
The audio's about to start with "You never close your eyes anymore."
It's a sing along.
And when we came in, there was a family in front of us, and they had like little kids under 5 years old, and then they
Yeah.
had some groups of teenagers, and then some like older people who were on dates, whole mix of different people.
I don't know why. Now I just can't get that mental image of Adam in a Navy pilot's uniform.
You like that, don't you?
I thought you did really good on that song, though.
Ollie. All right, Tach, what I want
Yeah.
you to do is close your eyes for a minute.
Okay.
I want you
Eyes
to
closed.
imagine yourself
Uh-huh.
in a restaurant with
Yeah.
your significant other.
Okay.
He looks great, by the way.
Oh, good.
And we're having drinks. I say we, like me and you, but you're having
Oh,
drinks
okay.
with
Having
your
drinks.
with your girl, with
Okay.
Holly.
Uh-huh.
It's your anniversary.
Romantic a little bit. I mean, it's romantic for Applebee's, but it's romantic.
Right,
You guys,
right.
you're about to go out to another place to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And really loud, like out of nowhere.
Old money. We got a whole lot of new money though.
Young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Hey! Raindrop, drop top,
In
top, top, smoking, no
Applebee's.
cooking, the hot box. Fucking on
All
your
right.
bitch, yeah, that,
Now.
that.
Ah, setting the mood, I see.
We came from nothing to
Indeed.
something, nigga.
Considerably.
I'm immediately filled with rage.
All right, now listen. I there's a time and a place for rap. I've said this before. I love rap. In fact, I like this song. I don't think it's very good rap, but I like the song. It's got a good beat.
Sure.
So this song played, and the speakers in there that they've got set up for like karaoke or whatever are right above our heads because we're in the bar tables right here on the bar.
Yeah.
You could not hear each other talk over it.
What?
It got ridiculously loud, and we look at the bartender, and she kind of just shrugs. She's like, I
They
don't
were
know.
like,
what to- I
okay,
don't know what
one
to tell you."
song. It's fine. It's one song. It'll be over.
What's the music from? Is it like a jukebox or something?
There you go. So Applebee's installed this new, and Applebee's is not a sponsor of Living Podcariously, and this is just our personal experiences. We do endorse Applebee's; they have great food. Anyway, they installed this like electronic jukebox on the wall, not like a jukebox that you and I are used to from when we were kids,
Right.
but this fancy like touch screen interactive fucking video game
Kind you
thing.
can do from your phone and shit?
Absolutely, yeah, you can
you
sync to
can
it.
stream like anything.
And you can skip people on it. I hate that thing.
Well,
Yeah, you pay an extra.
Yeah.
You pay like an extra $1. You can skip
That's
it.
bullshit.
What?
Right?
Yeah.
That
I
is
wish we would have
bullshit.
known that.
Well-
I would have paid $20 to skip.
So that song ends, and then another just as hardcore rap song comes on, and very little radio edits. Most radio edits pull out fuck and shit, but they don't pull out like pussy or anything else. They still leave the hard words in there.
God.
So here we are in Applebee's. There's a group of African American people with their kids sitting like at the regular tables, and the dad has just got literally has his head in his hands, like shaking his head. Is like they think we picked this. That's what I'm thinking in his head. It wasn't them.
No. It was a group of trailer trash white guys.
You would think, but it wasn't.
No, we did think that they were on the other side.
There was
it's them. It's them, 'cause they were getting into.
They
it
had
and
two
all this.
teenage kids, like maybe 13, 14-year-old kids that were like dabbing and whatever inside the So I'm like, oh, it's these little punks.
I hate that that's a thing.
So I'm like, okay, it's these guys. Oh, it
Once
wasn't them
again,
either.
Millennials. Anyway,
So we're like, what in the hell is going on? And Andrea looks behind us and she sees it. It's a group of
There's two girls,
like two teenage girls,
cheerleaders with
in their
the
cheerleader
high ponytail
outfits,
with their big ponytail,
and their
everything.
mom's sitting there on her phone while F this and N-word this is dropping in an Applebee's restaurant, and they're giggling their ass off and running up and feeding that thing more dollars to pick more songs and more songs.
So the little entitled twats were the ones.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
the mom paid no attention. Like she had.
Well,
no
how do you
clue
think they
what's
know
going on.
these songs? It's not because their moms ever paid attention.
I wanted to go. Adam wanted to go put something that they would just go crazy.
I wanted to put on like Randy Travis on repeat, and I'll pay whatever it costs.
I would have started playing Creedence and all kinds of craziness.
CCR would have been good to have on there, but I wanted something that was just the polar opposite of current modern day rap.
You could have played Tupac, and that would have been the polar opposite of current modern day rap.
That's a valid point.
I tell you what, if my daughter ever does that with her little friends, I'm going to go up there and put the Little Mermaid song on, grab a microphone, and sing at the top of my lungs and make sure everyone knows I'm her mother. She will never play a bad song.
This goes out to my daughter, Alyssa.
Alyssa, come stand with me.
She's right over there hiding behind the door, but that's really her.
Hi, honey.
I've got these baby pictures to put up while the song goes on.
God, I hope Jason wasn't considering putting one of these in Village Idiot Pub.
No. Do not let your music go over to the crowd. They will
That's a good point.
kidnap your music and it'll change it.
People were literally leaving, like getting their food to go. And one couple that came and sat down, after 3 songs, they just left.
they left.
They got their drink.
They
and
literally
canceled
lost
their
business
order.
from their
You mean
$3
nobody
worth of
wants to
purchases.
sit down and listen to shit pussy fuck
And have
whilst eating
riblets
dinner?
with chicken.
Yes.
Hey,
Jesus.
but hey, I don't blame the girls. No, I do. I blame their mom, really. But
Really, I blame the establishment
too
for
young.
having that song available in Applebee's.
yeah, that was kind of the interesting part to me. Yes, it was radio edit, but it didn't radio edit like FCC would allow. It
Well,
radio
that's-
But I
edited
wouldn't
like
even have that one as
that's-
an option in Applebee's.
Yeah, but
Agreed.
that's not on the venue though. That's the provider of the thing. You pay this service.
back in
to
my
supply
day-
your jukebox.
Back in
and
when I was
that's
like
what you
18,
get.
Gotcha.
18, 19, Josh is shaking his head doing back in my day comments. But when I was like 18, 19,
Back when they had 8 tracks in cars. Yeah. Okay.
working at the mall, we
Hey,
had
now.
we had Muzak, and Muzak gave us what was appropriate for the demographic of our audience.
Yeah. When I worked at Fazoli's, we had music. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
perfect. See, you're almost as old as me. You know what's up. All right. All right, so let's take a break in studio. When we come back, we're going to hear from Jason with Village Idiot Pub and talk about this beer we're drinking a little bit. I need to go get a refill. All right, we'll be right back.
And like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and Can we do it again?
Village Idiot Pub. You locals know about it. You guys from out of town have to check them out.
Village Idiot Pub is now a proud sponsor with Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10 podcasts.
It's more than just about commercials, though. The cast here will be taking our show on the road to Village Idiot to record some episodes as well as hold events. They have over 30 beers on tap, including ciders and Hefeweizen, my favorite, as well as hundreds of bottle choices.
Adam, you forgot my favorite, all the delicious wine. So get your friends together and enjoy the board games, puzzles, and the giant Jenga.
Let the owner, Jason, as well as the rest of the staff there, take excellent care of your beer drinking needs.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
Tuesday is open mic, Wednesday is trivia, Thursday is karaoke, Friday and Saturday night are live music.
Visit them at 4 Harrison Street, Suite 103, Cocoa, Florida, or Village Idiot Pub on Facebook. And don't forget, they are a dog-friendly location, so bring your friends, family, and fur babies.
All right, welcome back to Living Podcariously. Again, a big cast this week, but our special guest is Josh. You're special too. I don't want to discredit you at all.
I'm not as special.
Not as special, right? Is Jason Estes from Village Idiot Pub in Cocoa Village. So welcome again, Jason. We appreciate it.
Welcome.
So I sent you some of the questions, and this cast doesn't always stick to script. So the questions that I've got here, we may end up wandering and kind of tangenting and stuff like that. That's just kind of what happens.
That's
so
fine.
I wanted to ask you.
We have a script.
I didn't read mine.
There was a script. I didn't even know we had one.
I didn't get my sides.
Is that what that email you send us every week is?
Yeah, kind of, but you don't check them. I know. Trash can right away. You've got a rule set up.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
That is quite the fingernail hat.
I found a piece of a balloon on the ground, and I decided it was fingernail hat.
Wow. Whatever Andrea is drinking is really good.
So we go off the script is what we keep saying.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tach. I appreciate that. All right, so I've got a couple questions for you. So let's go through these a little bit. So Village Idiot Pub is a place where Andrea and I have gone a ton. Tach, have you ever been down there?
No, I've never been there.
Jay, have you ever been down to Village
Yeah,
Idiot?
no, that's far. That's a little north for me.
Oh,
that's
it's
true.
worth it.
Tach?
It's so worth it.
No, I'm aware of it. I've heard of it. I've heard great things about it. I don't go to Cocoa Village.
Tach lives in Titusville, and Jay lives down in Palm Bay. So they come
that's
up,
a long haul.
Yeah, they come up here for the once a week type deal. So maybe next week we can do our show right out of Village Idiot. And,
Love to have you.
Ooh, that'd be
fun.
awesome.
But wait, Josh is from Tampa, and he's been there multiple times with us.
I wasn't going to say it.
That's a good.
I wasn't going to say it.
That's a real.
But it is my go-to bar. In
Josh has apparently been invited by you guys because you even said he went with us.
We were there Friday, and we had people from Palm Bay, and
Friday I was in the hospital, so that's not gonna.
Not an excuse.
Friday I was at
you
work.
had way more fun with us at the Village Idiot than the hospital.
I'm
Jay,
sure.
you did tell us you were in the hospital for food poisoning, right?
I was in there with a pretty nasty case of food poisoning.
Well,
yeah.
Bell's Oberon is a guaranteed cure for food poisoning. I don't know if you know that or not.
Well, after that mug I just had, I feel like all kinds of better. Let's see what happens when the Zofran wears off.
I highly endorse Oberon. All right, so we go there a ton. And that's kind of one of the reasons that we really started talking, and a long story, but we started talking to Hot Pink a little bit about talking to you guys maybe about getting some sponsorship, because we like to seek out sponsors for places that we contribute to, we visit, we shop at, things like that. We want to get a sponsor that we believe in. I mean, that's kind of the point of having a sponsor. I don't want to just have canned, make-believe commercials that you don't really support, or products that you hold up in the middle of your show or something like that. I want an actual sponsor that we can get, tangibly involved with.
Yeah, we can get behind and we believe in. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So that makes me beg the question: what made you reciprocate that desire back to
Everything
living
you just said.
Podcariously? Yeah,
everything you just said. I mean, that's what we love. We love to keep it local. That's we try to keep as much local stuff on as we can, and we love supporting everybody around us because that's
nice.
That's grassroots. That's what it's about. Anybody go to a corporate place that's the same around where you go, but it's great to see these people. They're taking a risk. All these you're taking a risk. I'm taking a risk to do something, and I'm going to support that 100%.
Cool. That's very cool. Jay takes a risk every time he drives up here with his car lately. It's not treating him very well. He sent us a text that said, "Hey, it's finally fixed," and then told us that
the Lumina has fucked me again.
No.
How long has Village Idiot been open?
2 years. We just celebrated 2 years.
Nice.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
So is that considered a pub or a bar? And what's the difference?
A pub usually has food in it, and we don't, which I didn't find out till after we had named it. So that kind of, but technically we're a tap room is what the technical term should be.
Nice.
But we just have cider, beer, and wine. Very basic.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Very basic.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and I'm an idiot. So after Jason signed
Village Idiot.
signed on, Village Idiot signed on.
Now you're official.
One Village Idiot supports the other Village Idiot.
Right.
That's what this is all about.
We just took a group of friends up there last week in Tach, and I go up to the bar and I'm like, "Hey, Jason's my boy, Hey, can I get a shot of
Nope.
XYZ?" He's like, "Adam, we don't have liquor." I'm like, oh, fuck. I feel like a complete idiot because I'd already researched on the website and did everything for the commercial spots and all this stuff, but no.
You didn't yell at me. Most people yell at me. What do you mean you don't have liquor?
Really?
How could you open a place that doesn't have liquor? I'm sorry. Next time I open a place, I'll go to you first and say, what would you like me to have there?
But there's still shots you can do.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's lots of shots. Did we do shots?
Yeah.
We didn't do shots. However, what I bought in place of, what did he want? He wanted a Fireball. It's for our buddy Ricky, Josh. Instead of buying him a Fireball, I bought him a bourbon
Bourbon barrel, Kentucky bourbon barrel,
10%. 10%. Jesus, I served in a little like snifter, almost like a brandy glass. Oh, it was so good.
We also have a 20% mead that's on there. It's called Viking's Blood.
You have a 20%.
That's your shot. That's what people take shots of there.
You ever had a good mead before?
I mean,
do yourself a favor.
I've never had you before.
I think I'm going to start making more trips up to Cocoa Village.
20%. All right, next time we're in, we're going to try that. Is that how you serve it? Is in a shot, or do you serve a glass of it as well?
You can either get it in like a little shot glass, or you can get in that little snifter, and it's like half the snifter. But that will be good for you for
really.
Yeah.
Do you make people sign waivers if they buy a pint?
Sure. We restrict it. You can't just sit there and drink. Like we after 2 or 3 of them, depending on who it is, we're like, hey, you need to chill out with that. 'Cause
nice.
You will fall off your stool.
Yeah. No kidding. Jesus, that's strong.
Accepted.
Oh, nice. So, Jason, I know, and it's cutting through the thick of it. Your sponsorship means a lot more to us than just your typical ad placement and things like that. We really appreciate it because it helps us grow from literally grassroots, from the ground up. And it's going to make our podcast more successful. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is in 2017 is joining the Cocoa Beach Area Chamber. We're going to go to a couple places like the Port Authority Cove Association. So to get in good with some of the restaurants and clubs and stuff out there, try to get a couple of them. We're not going to overwhelm our listeners with commercials. That's certainly not what we're going to do. However, we want to involve ourselves with groups that have a good time in Brevard and represent Brevard well. So people that are listening to this show outside of the area might think, oh, that sounds like a fun place to go because I heard how much fun these guys had on this podcast. So we're
all for that. That's awesome.
That's something we're doing to grow. What is Village Idiot Pub going to do to grow? How do you guys usually grow your walk-in traffic? Your I want to say listeners for some reason, but your patrons.
Grow your brand, grow.
Yeah.
So most of it, the best thing that works for us is word of mouth. We've done radio, we've done newspaper, we've done everything. Nothing's better than word of mouth, and that's what's helped. We do these special bus trips. We go to Orlando City games. We take brewery trips. We just went Saturday. Went to Tampa and hit 6 breweries.
We wanted to go so bad to that.
So that builds community, and just like this, you build a community of people. And all of a sudden that grows because they tell their buddy, hey, you need to listen to that. That's great. So that's basically what's happened with us. And we have a good time. And I have the best bartenders in Brevard. I swear they've been with me, most of them, since the beginning.
Nice.
And that's hard to find.
I know Damien and Shelly. And Shelly I know is like your manager in there.
Shelly is the beer guru there. She knows everything about beer. I couldn't have done it without her.
Nice.
The bars I've worked and managed before, I had 10 taps. You all of a sudden get 40 taps that you now have to figure out. So I couldn't do it without Shelly.
Nice.
She's great.
Shout out for Shelly. Shelly's actually the one who did the original introduction for Andrea and I to Jason a while back. She was the liaison between Hot Pink and us and Jason, which was kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
And Damien is a killer musician.
Awesome musician. Awesome.
It's like the mystery behind
well-known
the bartender.
Musician. Not around here, which I didn't know, and I made an ass out of myself the first time I talked to him. He's like, "I'll play," and I'm like, "Okay, buddy, you're a bartender. You can." Little I know, he has a Spotify channel, Pandora channel, and he's like a legend around here.
No shit. What's a Spotify channel?
Around here?
Yeah,
around here.
Well, he
Because
works.
I got a buddy named Damien who lives in Jacksonville who's a huge musician too.
Well, Damien Sumi, he does like folk Irish drinking music, kind of. It's
really,
but he spent some time in Ireland and all that. If you ever get a chance to see him, it's an amazing show. It's nothing like you'll hear around here.
Do you know what his Spotify channel is by chance?
Damien Sumi.
So his name,
look up his name in it, and he'll come up.
Sumi.
Soumi.
Soumi. Okay. Well, cool. Yeah, for our listeners, check that out for sure. All right. So, what are some of your inspirations for this particular business, and what was the origination of your name?
Okay, so I came up in the corporate Monster, Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Outback. I did all those. I managed all those and all that.
Was it your idea at Applebee's to put in the jukebox?
It was. It was. To ruin it. But so I got burned out on that. Ruined a marriage, all kinds of stuff. So
we've all been there.
Yeah. So I get done with that, get burnt out. I'm ready for something new. And actually, I just came back home. My mother was sick, and I came back home to Florida. And just started bartending, and I met a buddy, and we were really big in the craft beer, so we started going to coasters over there. And we loved the idea, and we're like, well, let's do that one day. And everything just happened to come up right at the right time, money and all that stuff, that we decided to go for it. And what better place than Cocoa Village? I love Cocoa Village.
Agreed. I
would rather do it there than any. We got so lucky with that spot we got. I cannot tell you location is great, but
no kidding.
That's really big in our success, I have to admit. and everybody around us is so supportive, and those businesses around us.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we've gone to your place several times and ordered from Ryan's
Yes,
pizza and had
we
them just
work
delivered.
very well together. I love those guys. They're
Good
great.
relationship. Let me tell you, when a gigantic 22-inch pizza comes delivered from Ryan's, you suddenly become the hit of the bar when all your buddies have been drinking. That's for sure. All right. So from the site, it looks like you have a lot of beer on tap, and it's rotated through, I guess, just based on some of the conversation we have. Do you guys have a staple brewery you like to use, or is the staple simply the selection that keeps changing?
No, we have a couple that stay all the time. Kentucky Bourbon stays on all the time, and we always have something like Oberon. That's what it's mostly like. It's mostly styles that are always on. We try to keep it balanced, but try to keep it running through, so you're trying things that you didn't like. Next time you go in, there'll be a different Hefeweizen up there, and you'll try that, and then you'll start to get what you like, and because they're all so different. But we just try to keep a good balance on, but different. But of course, local is. We always love to have a few locals on. So, our favorites, Bug Nutty and Intracoastal and Dirty Ore, which is opening up the street, just got the clearance, and they're going to be open soon. So we hope they have some
Dirty Ore?
Dirty Ore, not Dirty Whore. That's what my wife said, Dirty Whore.
That is an awesome play on
That's
words.
another street down there that you can...
No, we've worked a little bit with Bug Nutty. In fact, Jay and a friend of the podcast named Ray Burrito does some comedy up at Bug Nutty occasionally. Jay, one of the questions a little bit later has to do with some of the events that they have, and they even have an open mic night where it's not just comedy, it's open mic to anything, but maybe we can make
Tuesday nights.
A day trip up there and go do some open mic. And Tach can try his comedy out.
But yeah, I did stand-up comedy once, but then I started working nights, so now I can't do it again.
That's got to be scary.
Oh, stand-up comedy or working nights? I wasn't sure. I mean, you can go either way with that one.
I can make a good sandwich for open night. Like in front of everyone.
Like show everybody how to...
Oh, just like you wrapped a present. You wrapped a present for your
Like
freestyle rap.
sandwich?
Yeah.
So we have a contest on this. Well, not a contest, but we have a segment called It's Game Time, and that's what Tach puts together. Every week we do one. And the very first week we did it, Tach had a loser had to do something for the show. And it was right at Christmas time, and the loser had to freestyle rap. And Andrea happened to be the loser that week, so Andrea she took it to a technical level, so she said okay, so she, while we were recording, walked off and then came back and then sat on the floor and literally freestyled rapped a present for Tach to take home to his dog. She followed the rules, but she
He didn't say which kind of
Right,
rap.
technicality.
I think Jay and Tach liked your freestyle rapping better than mine the next week, though.
Yeah, I'll give it that much. Yes, absolutely.
It was
So-
way more
You tried,
creative.
man. You tried it. I enjoyed it.
Gave it a shot. I mean, it is what it is.
So what kind of events do you do up there? Or am I jumping the gun here?
No, dude, that's fine.
Okay.
How about it? I've got several questions in here.
That high pitch was like, yeah, steal my thunder. Go for it.
No, nonsense. No, take it. 'Cause
My
it's,
friend, not your friend.
I told Jason that we might go off script a little bit for just ad lib questions. So
Yeah, so our weekly events that we have. So Tuesday's open mic, Wednesday's trivia.
Nice.
That starts at 8:00.
Does who runs your trivia?
Trivia Nation.
Okay,
So it's
cool. I
Josh.
used to work with him a little bit.
Josh sounds like a stripper.
Josh.
next question is,
Oh,
answering one,
yeah, it's all dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh is a buddy of mine. Yeah, he actually trained me to run trivia at one point.
put your dollars on the floor and the fives and the
Yeah,
thighs, guys.
it is ridiculous how much
Really?
it sounds like that. Yeah. And that's not his trivia voice. That's his normal talking voice.
Yeah, as he comes up talks, he's the same way. Hey, Jason, how you doing?
He was born crying the way a strip club DJ would cry. Wah, wah, wah. Like, that's it. Congratulations, Mom. It's a failure here.
Oh, poor Josh.
No, I love Josh. You tell Josh I said that. I swear to God. No, tell him. Please tell him. I haven't seen that guy in a while. He's there every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Now I know where to track him down. I can see
That's
that
right.
bastard.
There you go.
There you go. So, and then Thursday is karaoke. So,
Oh, nice.
Karaoke.
We got to do that one night.
We
yeah,
should.
we just started doing that. It's been great. We were asked to do it, and I held on as long as I could not to do it until we got the sound dampening in there. But now it's going.
Nice.
So it's,
Yeah,
it's
they've
doing
got-
pretty good.
They've got their ceiling in this place is what 45? No,
Yeah,
maybe
the
not
tower. We have the tower in there that is
40
pretty high.
feet, something like that.
So bad at that.
At the
I don't know.
very top of that, they've got more professional style than what I've got in studio, but they've got these things all along the ceiling. So it actually you don't hear the reverb, you don't hear the echo, you don't hear any of that. It's done really well.
Being
Yeah, it's a
close
big
to the
difference.
theater, I bet you're going to end up getting some really great singers in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
There
good
are
point.
some really great, but there's some also really, really awful ones, which is awesome, which I love
Yeah,
more. I
that's
love the
the
awful
opposite.
more. I think it's great.
Way more fun.
You guys have one the stereo you've got in there for because
Bose.
when we came up there last weekend, I was amazed because one of my buddies, actually Ricky, said, "Look, that's all that noise is coming out of that one tower."
And that's not
speaker."
even we're near halfway up. That Bose system is insane.
So to fill this entire bar, they have one. Well, it's a subwoofer on the ground too, but one tower speaker, and it is amazing. It is unbelievably amazing. Like it fills the entire place, and it's.
I don't know what Bose does to their speakers, but it's so much different. I don't know what it is.
Crack.
Yeah, maybe. So live music Friday and Saturday.
Oh, there
we
you
have
go.
like a house band. Matt Atkins is our house band, I guess. He plays Fridays. He's a lot of 90s, Pearl Jam, all that kind of stuff, but he plays all kinds of different stuff. So
Who did we hear Friday?
no, that happened to be a different
Somebody
guest,
different.
and it was Barry and James.
That's right.
They did that, but usually it's Matt.
I liked them. I talked to them a little bit on one of their breaks and liked their Facebook page and wanted to see if they were interested in doing a local music interview
cool.
type deal.
Great guys.
You guys set up for full bands and everything in there?
Hot Pink has played there. It's not really, I wouldn't say it's set up for bands because when Hot Pink plays there, they're like halfway. James, the singer, is all the way up, halfway in the building there.
Yep.
So, but we're in the talks about actually Bill, the bassist, is going to talk to me about building a bigger stage to be able to handle that more.
Nice.
So
Well, as far as like sound, like you got mics and all that, and you got a sound guy, and
they bring all that stuff in. So
Okay.
any band that plays there, they bring all that stuff. Like I said, Hot Pink is as big as, we don't do that very often with big bands because it just blows the doors off this little. It's not very big, so, but when they play, it's great. I mean, the people are going out to the parking lot.
It was so cool,
Cool,
Tach.
cool.
They blocked off the parking lot with 15 spots or something like that, and they still allowed vehicles to drive by out there, but the entire parking lot was. Guys were setting up, like husbands and wives were setting like lawn chairs and shit at the very back of that. Just to be able to sit in the parking lot and hear Hot Pink because you could still hear them really well just outside the doors. They were camping out in the damn, roped off area in the parking lot. It was awesome.
that's cool.
I would say you guys probably had 300 or 400 people there. Shh, that thing. I mean,
No, we had 107 people.
That's right. That's right, Mr. Fire Marshal.
Fire marshal
Well, they were-
could be
He's
listening.
talking about the people
were
that are
outside.
listening at the park.
That's right.
They were outside, so it didn't touch me. If I need to cut that out, you let me know, and I can cut it.
They bring a lot of people.
Yeah,
Wow.
no
Everywhere
doubt.
they go.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Everyone got along good though.
Oh
We're
yeah,
all Hot Pink
good crowd.
fans, so we all
Yeah, really, really good crowd.
have fun together.
We love those guys. So they've come in here and performed for us in here. And
I've heard
James,
that episode. That was great.
James may actually stop by tonight. He said
Cool.
he's getting off a little bit late, but he might swing by.
Nice.
Yeah, we love those guys. Those guys are great, and we're planning on doing a lot with them this upcoming year.
They're going to play. We do a run. April 1st. It's not every April 1st, actually. It just happens to fall on Friday this time. So, and that's for charity, and they're playing that. So that's when we move across to the park, close down the streets, and there's a big 5K. You don't have to be a good runner. Most people walk it and drink beer the whole way around
Nice.
it. So it's not anything serious running. It's not timed. It's nothing like that. It's just for fun
Walking
and for charity.
drinking
so.
beer. That sounds
Exactly.
like a marathon I could handle.
Exactly.
Drunken 5K.
Is it for a specific charity or?
Yeah, it's for Children's Hunger Project, which is a great project. That's everything stays right here in Brevard,
that's awesome.
which is what we try to do
Oh,
much as we
nice.
can for
That's
charity
cool.
events.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we also do a Village Idiot Olympics, which is in September, which is insane. And Hot Pink usually played that last year. We'll probably play it again. But actually, our staff competed against them in several of the events, Das Boot and stuff like that. So it's
What is
insane.
Das
Can
Boot?
you explain?
Yeah, you've got our minds intrigued now.
Actually, well, the real Das Boot is you have that huge. I mean, you're supposed to hold it out with beer, and then you hold it out as long as you can.
Oh,
and then you
gotcha.
drink it. I think that's the actual Das Boot. I could be wrong, but anyway, we have to use water to hold it out, and you hold it out as long as you can, and then whoever holds it the longest wins that event. So it's a 4-team. I think there's four people on each team, and you just go around doing all these different events around there, and you compete against the other
I'm
teams.
thinking of Living Podcariously team.
I'm in.
Please, that'd be
Let's
awesome.
do it. We're
I
gonna.
will kick ass.
We're gonna
I
be-
was best at skee ball. I can do this too.
That's true. We
There you
competed at a Tom and Dan event, and Andrea
We should
owned in
definitely.
skee ball. We didn't
Nice.
win, but she was the best person on our team for
We
sure.
have a donut eating contest that's hanging from a rope, and you got to eat it all.
I
Just
can
some just
totally
silly,
win that.
Oh,
great
nice.
events.
I got you guys.
In the break, we were talking a little bit about like where we're from and stuff, and I mentioned Blowing Rock. And
Oh, yeah.
one of the things that my family, this kind of takes you back into my family history a little Zach.
Who's Rock?
Is it? Wait. Was it Bowling Rock or Blowing Rock?
Blowing Rock. Remember? Do you remember the story I told on the Twisted 10 about the Blowing Rock where the Indians stood off?
Yes,
and got
yes,
pushed back.
yes,
That's the story behind it.
That's
Chris
right,
Rock?
that's
Or is it
Blowing Rock every 4th of July has an annual, Simon Says contest. And I know, listen, hang on. I know it sounds ridiculous. It is the funnest shit you've ever done in your life. They get like 700 people in this giant park to start the contest, and judges are going around watching and tapping people out. My father's won it twice. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's something to be really proud. Yeah, dead serious.
he
wanna make
won
it
out
like
of
a
700
trophy.
people?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
twice.
picture that as a
Holy
credit,
shit.
bringing him up on stage. This next
That
comedian,
would be so bad.
all the way from North Carolina, 2-time winner of the Blowing Rock Simon Says competition. You've heard him on Laughs on Fox. Give it up.
I don't care who you're introducing next at your next stand-up. Just introduce them that way and see what they do.
Yeah, no, they won't pay me if I do that.
Wow, really?
Yeah, no.
Ouch.
As a host at a comedy club, I have 2 jobs. Get the guy's name right and get his credits right. That's it.
Okay.
that's literally all I'm paid to do.
I
don't even have to be funny. I just have to get the names right.
Ray's introduced you to a few clubs that we've gone to is from Living Podcariously. That's really cool.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
It's nice of him. Or nice of you to do it that way. Whatever. But anyway, count us in. We'll go down there and support and participate. I'll be the one drinking the beer and walking. But
There you go.
so both of our shows, Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10, are interested in doing remotes, like go to locations. And we kind of talked about this in the break. We would love to do an episode in your pub.
Awesome.
You know, maybe like the first time maybe going down there, it'll just be us recording.
Okay.
Unless it gets a following and people come out to watch, then we'll plug into your mics if you want us to. But we would
That would
love
be
to come
awesome.
down there and
That'd
do
be so much fun.
We'd love to have
And
you.
there's
To
not
have, like, an
anything
audience?
scheduled on Mondays.
And you can bring your dogs.
That's true.
that was the other question I hadn't made it to. Yeah, we can bring our dogs there.
They have to be
So
there for the
great.
show.
On location, you're
that's a
still
good
going to be going, Ollie, Ollie, stop. Yeah.
The one hope for actually getting offside would be to get away from the dogs. We're going to be in a studio.
Yay, dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. We saw tons and tons and tons of dogs the times we were there. And yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see. I tripped over a fucking rot that you had guys. One of the guys had in there, a really cute, beautiful rot. And I'm walking. I've already had a few. So I'm walking. I did not even see the dog there. I just tripped right up. I didn't drop anything. I didn't spill my beer. I
That's some
squatted
of the
down.
issue
And
with some of the bigger dogs is they just lay out wherever they're going and you have to watch
It's
out.
funny. I spent like 20 minutes petting that dog before you did that. So
Yep.
I think it'll forgive us.
No, that'd be fun. I'd love to get in there and do a show there. That'd be awesome.
Love to have you.
You kind of talked about this a little bit. You host something pretty specific around health and fitness. So another one of our potential 2017 sponsors is Allie Newell. With,
I know him.
you know Allie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've done stuff with him.
Nice.
We've let him borrow. He's let us borrow stuff for our Idiot Olympics and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. Pura Vida he does up there. He does the trophy ceremony in the Idiot, or he has the last year.
He came in here and did a full interview one day when both Tach and Jay were out with me and Andrea, just on like health and fitness and some tips. We were talking about maybe doing a segment once a month where he talks about fitness a little bit or health in general, and maybe we can.
Have you ever done a CrossFit? Any of you
confess.
guys ever done a CrossFit?
Does it look like we've done CrossFit?
It will kick your ass.
I will cross that restaurant off my list of places I've eaten, and I'm going to fit that entire rib in my mouth. That is CrossFit in the J. Alvarez house.
No, I told Allie that I want to start. I've got a goal. Andrea's going to take me with her to Cancun this summer for her salon.
Nice.
And I've got a spare tire that I need to get rid of between
You
now
want
and
to see
then.
some quick results? You go though, but you got to give it a couple months because it's going to hurt.
Yep, that's what Allie
But-
said. Yeah.
Man,
It's difficult.
fast results.
Cool.
But was that walk? You guys are going to have that walk on April 1st. And I guess that kind of answers that question already. You guys have worked with Allie in the past. I was just going to try to make
They
a
show up
connection.
for that. I mean, there's a mix of actual runners and stuff in there too that are running kind of hard. But
Nice.
most of us aren't.
Nice. Yeah. No, I'll be lagging behind a little bit.
We have a little run club
just a little.
out of the bar on Wednesday nights too. We leave at 6, and it's just a run group, and you don't have to be anything crazy. But if you're looking just to, run a little bit, keep the beer off, that's what I run for. And
It's really funny because Andrea and I have gone up
That's
there.
so smart for me to do because Alyssa goes to the Playhouse and I have to take her every other week on Wednesday at that exact same time. And I have an
like it.
hour to just
look out for those curbs. And then
Do you guys
Maybe in
do you do your
flip-flops.
circuit just right there through Cocoa Village?
we go right down the river street right there. And
Nice.
you can go as far as you want. There's water at a mile and a half, so you can do
A mile
3.
and a half.
Yeah,
She'll have to Uber back. Hang on.
A mile and a half in a row?
exactly.
Over back.
I'll make it across the street. I don't know how far this is going.
I thought we were just talking to the park right there.
You can just do that too. It's up to you.
Have you seen
Baby
that?
steps.
Have you seen that new
steps.
commercial? I can't remember what the product's for, but it's a guy. He's running. He starts out this dude walks out of his house. He starts running. He's got a good pace. He's got a smile. The music's playing. And everybody looks happy. He makes like 5 steps, and you just see him like fall down to his knees. And you see this guy's got like a huge spare tire.
Yeah.
And then his wife's from the window like, "You're doing a great job, honey!" Like yelling out of the house, "Keep it up!" And he looks at her like, "I hate you." And he goes and he keeps jogging down the street. I don't remember what it was for, but that's what that reminded me of. Just seeing Andrea take 5 steps across the street. You're like, "You got this, boo."
Oh, that's funny. He's our stand-up comedian.
I watch way more TV than anyone should. I cite commercials.
But you don't remember what they're for. That's the crazy thing. These crazy commercials nowadays.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like a car insurance commercial. Yeah.
What does that have to do with cards?
So let me give a plug real quick right where Village Idiot's located. So if you don't know what Cocoa Village is, it's like the downtown district for Cocoa over here on the East Coast. There's also a downtown Cocoa Beach, not to be confused with Cocoa Village. Cocoa Village is way better. 4 Harrison Street, Suite 103, Cocoa, Florida. The phone number there is 321-301-4487. Now, this says you guys are open from 1 p.m. to 12 a.m. daily, but we were there past that. You guys just open it up longer based on the crowd, I guess?
I hated last calls getting screamed at. I hated that in every bar. Just get out, it's time to go.
Yeah.
I hate that. So I always just say that, and then it wraps up. Cocoa Village wraps up kind of early anyway. So by 1:30.
1:30.
I mean, if there's people there, we're serving beer. I can serve till 2. It's just at first when we first open, everything shuts down there.
Yeah.
So slowly but surely, more people are coming down. There's Dog and Bone and us now, so that stay open that late. So
Are there Dog and Bone? So are there any other pubs in Cocoa Village that allow dogs in? Because I know Dog and Bone does as well, and you guys do too. Or is there any others? Or are you guys
Ultra Lounge may. I'm
Ultra?
not quite sure.
I know they can't go inside.
Well, it's tiny
They can
anyway.
hang
It's
out,
tiny.
Yeah, it's a small
I've never
bit.
been in
They
there.
can hang out outside in the front, but you can't actually walk in.
Now is Ultra? I'm going to ask the obvious question here. Is Ultra
Yes.
Lounge the gay bar?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just up. It's all good.
They have drag shows out there and stuff. Have you guys ever been to see a drag show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They are awesome.
Yep.
They're
They
hilarious.
are great.
And
So they have
bingo's
fun.
on Sunday.
I wanted to take Andrea over to what's the burger place in Tampa?
Hamburger Mary's.
Hamburger.
Oh,
Mary's.
great place.
I wanna
Yeah.
go
We went in
there.
Palm
I've
Springs
been
too.
wanting
That was
to.
awesome.
All right. So I don't really have any more questions. Do you guys have any more questions for Jason with Village Idiot
I think
Pub?
I asked them all. I think.
Oh,
No,
what
I'm
time
just here
does
for comic
karaoke
relief.
Start?
What time does it start? 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock Thursday. We're going, all right?
8 o'clock Thursday. Okay. Well, let me make sure I don't have any deployments that night. Uh-oh.
Well, you can meet me there. When
I think
you
it's
come.
9
All
o'clock,
right, I can
actually. I
meet
just
you.
gave you the wrong time. I think it's 9 o'clock.
Well, 8 o'clock to get primed
There you
for
go.
karaoke.
That's right. You gotta have a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shots
you
of
have
Vikings blood.
to pregame for karaoke. You
Oh,
can't just-
yeah.
And
You
if
can't
you
just walk
tell
in
your
there.
girlfriends it starts at 8 o'clock, they'll all be there at 9 o'clock.
If you're lucky.
I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Dan and Steph can come up from down south. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Me and Dan singing some CCR to karaoke. I like that.
Damn, I wish I wasn't working, but I gotta work.
You can call in sick.
Yeah, Tach, you're not looking so good over there for
No,
Thursday.
no green.
None of your coworkers listen to this, do they?
I don't think so.
Oh shit! I actually have one of. So Josh and I work together out at NASA. That's how we know. No, we've known each other for years and years and years, but that's how we know each other more professionally now. I just got a little message while I was at work the other day, and one of the guys he works in Georgia, and he's like, "Hey, Adam, I'm loving the show, man. I'm listening to the latest episode." I'm like, oh shit. Usually I keep that 2 separate worlds, completely separate and apart from each other, not to intermingle. I don't want, judgment to be
Dude,
drawn.
you work at NASA and you don't tell them about this podcast? We could be in the next the Voyager? We can be on that next record plate that's going out hurtling through space with our voices on a golden record.
Yeah, I deal with
very cool.
shit that goes in
They got
space, too,
blind
though.
Willie McTell on a record. They can be joined by us.
No, I keep that hush hush.
I know way more about NASA. NASA Voyager missions than I should probably.
All right, so we are going to take a break in studio. We're going to come back with maybe something from Tach.
Yeah, definitely.
Jason, you're welcome to stay. It's
Awesome.
completely up to you. We're doing something that's kind of fun. After Tach's done, then we've got the Guyry segment where listeners send us questions. Andrea picks them and asks us. And the only catch to that is you have to be honest.
I think I've
have to
got
tell the
like
truth.
the craziest question you guys have ever heard.
You won't believe
Like-
what number 7 is.
Like,
That is a
insane.
plug.
My jaw was dropped when I read it. And
Is this
my
another-
daughter's in here and she's like, "What is it, Mommy?" I'm like, "I cannot tell you this. It's too gross."
Is this another gold digger?
No. Well, she's a gold.
Well, we gotta wait and see.
Oh, okay, I'm good then.
We gotta wait and find out.
Thanks for the verbal clue.
Exactly.
You won't believe the 9th question.
Right. You won't believe it.
Number 9 will blow you away.
All right. Check out local DJ Gil Lugo during the break. We'll be right back. Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoyed the content or the cast of Living Podcariously, be sure to check out the other show we produce. It's called The Twisted 10. Each week, a host or a guest host takes over the show and brings their own unique and original top 10 list to the show. Here's a few examples. Top 10 crazy religious practices. Top 10 sexual fetishes. Twisted Guinness World Records. Top 10 possible human extinction events. And my personal favorite, top 10 best or worst infomercial products. As you can see, the content is all over the place for the show. However, it is a lot of fun to produce, and we hope you like it. As always, thanks for listening. And welcome back to Living Podcariously. Tach, we just got treated to something kind of nice outside.
We did.
Outside of the world famous Cocoa Beach Living Podcariously studios,
Right.
even though we're in Merritt Island. It's the first time I think I've ever actually said that.
Yeah. Smoke and mirrors, Adam.
Yeah, Josh is making the cut it out sign. So Infinte Points, Josh Wilson's new, not new business, but renamed new business. Josh just gave us a nice treat. He was spinning fire poi for us to show off some of his new skills. So,
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a cool sound too. I like the noise it makes.
Yeah.
It's a unique noise, right?
Yeah. It's very unique. It's cool.
You got some video of that, Tach, right?
Yeah, I shot some video of it. So.
We're going to put that up on the Facebook page if anybody wants to see what fire spinning is all about.
And you do.
And you definitely do. Yeah. Take a look at the video on the Facebook page. Click like while you're on there. I'm going to try to hide it behind the like button, but we'll see. Click like, check it out, and hopefully at our event that we're going to try to do sometime in April, Josh and Infinte Points folks can come down and do some of that stuff for us.
Yep.
So-
We'll be out playing with fire. It'll be a good time.
That's always fun. And just so you know, all safety precautions were adhered to. I had the bucket of water and the pre-soaked towel ready. Felt kind of like sex, but that's all right. I was ready to extinguish Josh's flames of passion, and he didn't catch on fire. So
I know you're very disappointed in that. I'm sorry.
I had one job to do, Tach. You got to film. I was going to put him out if he caught on fire.
You still could have thrown the water on him, though.
Yeah.
It would have been very confusing.
You could have just said like, "Hey, you're on fire," and he could have yelled. Yeah. So, Adam,
what's up, Tach?
It's game time.
Oh yeah. We insert some music here, and in post, it's all smoke and mirrors. Just
What is
and then
that?
I begin.
Is that the dog?
That's a dog's.
Yeah.
Ollie, Oliver.
It sounds like it's a whirlwind.
It's Rusty.
Of dogs.
They're cheering for game time.
It's
It sounds like this, like.
it's Rusty and Ollie and Kuma.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was loud again.
All right. It's time for an all new game.
Oh yeah. I feel like Jay. I feel like I want to ask every time: is there a something that the loser of the game has to do?
You're just scared about having a freestyle rap.
I am. I really am. Look, I'm not a rapper, so
And
I
listen,
just
you
wish you
should
would quit
be.
reminding him. Why do you keep reminding him of this?
Well,
Just keep your mouth shut. It'll
The
never
only
happen
times
again.
he's ever thought of anything for the loser to do has been when you've asked him, "Hey, does the loser have to do anything?" It's because you want to relish in the idea that someone else has to do something until you end up losing, and you're like, "Why the fuck did I bring this up?"
You're absolutely right.
I do not have anything.
Oh, there we go. See, came up. So because that does change something. So I might occasionally throw an answer to get some comedy out of the room versus really playing my ass off so Adam doesn't have to freestyle rap. There is an advantage to asking ahead of time.
But the winner gets a hug.
Oh, from you?
From the person of your choice, the winner's choice.
Oh, really?
I said you because you always win.
Oh, Jay won? No, Vhilena won. Vhilena
Oh, yeah, Vhilena won last time.
Oh, by the way, Lorraine guessed every single song.
Did she?
Yeah, every single one of them.
Nice.
I could imagine our buddy Ron, a friend of the show, would probably do the same thing. He knows songs. Last week,
probably.
Jason, we had an It's Game Time, and it was name these sounds or songs in reverse. The first round was sounds. The second round was... am I screwing that up?
First one was animal sounds.
Animal sounds, and then the next one was songs in reverse.
Songs in reverse.
And it was a lot of fun. We had to guess.
Cool. So, this week, we're going to play a game called Does It Really Exist?
Wait. Tach, why do you always get to introduce the name of the game?
Oh, Vicky's getting pissed.
Vicky's getting pissed. Well, Vicky, that's Cyber Vicky, everybody who doesn't know.
I was looking around like, who the hell just said that? No one's mouth's moving.
Well, Vicky, it's because I'm the host and you're the assistant.
Wow, I knew I should have gone with series manager. This is fucking bullshit.
Hey, Vanna White doesn't talk either.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, Vicky.
I think Holly wrote Vicky's script this week.
Okay.
It's whatever. Let's just get on with the fucking game.
God.
Oh, your
attitude.
your AI mastered passive aggressive. Good job. She's like 2 sentences away from passing the Turing test.
Man.
Vicky just said fucking.
Yeah, fucking.
Stephen Falking.
All right. Well, anyway, a little attitude from her this week, but the game is called Does It Really Exist?
All right.
And if Vicky wouldn't mind reading the rules of the game, that would be nice.
Please, Vicky, please.
Vicky.
What?
Do you mind explaining the rules of the game? Pretty please.
I guess so. I'm going to have my attorney look at my contract again before next game.
All right.
She's going to pass the Turing test. I know it.
Tach's really fucking with us. Here in a couple weeks, he's going to have a robot walk into the studio. Bitches, I'm Vicky.
Oh, can it be the robot from Saved by the Bell?
Oh, by the way, not to tangent real quick, Westworld, we give it 2 thumbs up. Westworld's fucking
Good
awesome.
job. Yes, it is.
We're on the last episode.
All right, moving on. Here we go.
Listen up, you fucking wastes of space. I mean contestants. Here is how the game is played. You each will have a turn and Tach will name a product. All you have to do is say whether or not the product exists or does not exist. Each round is worth 5 points. The one with the most points wins the game. Do you think you can handle that, shitbags?
Man, Vicky's mad this week.
No,
what did you do to...
I don't know.
Tach. Does she know what your internet history is?
Maybe.
Is that the problem?
She must know. I don't know.
She needs a girls' night out.
I guess so. All right. So as you know, when you get a wrong answer, you're going to hear this noise. If you get it right,
kind of hurt.
I'll go down a little bit. You can hear this noise.
God damn it.
Noisy, I'll turn down a little bit. All right.
I felt that in my teeth.
All right. So,
just knocked my filling out.
In case you guys missed the instructions, so we're going to play Does It Exist or Not? So I'm going to name a product, and each person I'm going to go through. So we'll start with, who are we going to start with this week?
Ladies first, I guess.
Start with Andrea. So, Andrea, basically, I'm going to name a product, and you got to say whether it's a real product or it's not.
Okay.
That's pretty easy. Yes or no? 50-50 here.
Yep.
Yes.
So, are you ready?
Oh, what do I pick? Yes.
Okay. Okay, the first product is caffeinated peanut butter.
No. Does not.
It is a real product.
It exists.
It is a real
no,
product.
No, it's not fake.
Well, here it is anyway. So here is the caffeinated peanut butter. It's an actual real product. It's made by Steam, and it's
the video game company.
No, it's got protein, electrolytes, and caffeine all in the peanut butter.
Ooh, electrolytes. That's what plants crave.
That's what plants crave. That's right.
Nice reference. I know where you went that.
It's good to know in Trump's America. Trust me.
All right, so moving on to Josh. Your product is helium-infused Kool-Aid.
I want that to be real so bad.
Yeah. No.
You are correct.
Nice.
It does not exist.
Could you imagine him busting through the wall? Oh, yeah!
It's funny. Okay, moving on to Jason. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. The flask tie. Does it exist?
Yes, has to.
You are correct. It does exist. Here it is here.
Nice.
It's a little tie that you can pour your favorite beverage inside, and it's got a little straw. That
It's
comes out of the
it's a
tie.
camelback, but it's a tie.
Yeah, it's
They
a
have
tie.
a bra like that too.
Hey,
You have a bra
Called
like
the wine rack.
I've got my Camelback in
Can you
the
send me that
garage.
What?
Can you send me that link?
Oh,
I got an all hands tomorrow. I gotta...
Josh is like, no, serious.
okay. So
That's how these people keep getting drunk on those company retreats.
So I just give them my points.
You guys
Okay.
never wear ties.
Feeling professional.
All right, moving on to Jay.
Player one ready.
The product is the ping pong door.
The ping pong door.
Ping pong door. It's a door that also doubles as a ping pong table.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
I've got to say no. Stop
It
it.
does exist. Here it is.
Stop it.
Here.
Oh.
It's a table or it's a door
Why?
that you open it
How
up.
is that practical?
That guy is stuck in that room
That's
for as long as the
awesome.
game goes on.
That's awesome.
If anybody wants to check out these products,
No
just
one's
search
ever
them
bought
online.
that. Like the guy who invented his mom bought it from him in the basement.
No, I've got it. What happens is your dad, you get this for your teenage daughter's room. That way when the boy comes over, you get the ping pong out and you can just sit there and you catch him doing anything, you can fall right in that room.
Nice.
But it looks cool because you're like, you want to play ping pong, little kid.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty awesome in my house.
Moving on to Adam.
Yeah.
Are you ready, sir?
Of course.
Your product is the full-sized gag rubber car.
Wait, full size.
Full-size car.
When you said full size
Rubber.
gag, that kind of threw me off
Sorry,
a
it's
little bit.
the
Got him
gag.
excited. Got him excited.
Well, you cut
Full-size rubber
Well-
car. It's a gag.
So I know Russia used fake inflatable cars during World War II to deceive enemies. I'm gonna
boy, here we
say
go.
no. That's a fake item.
You are correct. It does not exist.
Oh, yes, not inflatable.
But it should. Well, let me give you
Roger
your
Rabbit would be a fan.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers. It would be a rubber baby buggy bumper. That would be the rubber car.
All right, moving back to Andrea Joy.
Okay.
Your product, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Your product is the poop scented glass cleaner.
Oh,
Mind you, there's a vomit flavored jelly bean.
Scented glass cleaner.
Yes.
Sorry, the product does not exist.
Why
That
does
should
that
never exist.
Why does that not exist? But the ping pong door does.
so here's the thing. Tach had to think of the obscure items
Yes,
to
I had
add
to
this
think of
list.
these.
I was thinking it was for camping or something.
So he's looking around the house. He's like, "Nah,
Glass cleaner.
toothbrush
Poop scented.
with glass in it. What?
Welcome to my afternoon today. Yes, this is what I was doing.
Nice.
Okay, moving on to Josh.
Right? Why does your house always smell like shit? But your windows are spotless.
It's the new Windex by Menon.
5 minutes. Okay, Josh, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, this is called the Ab Enhancer. It's a wire metal rack that you wear.
Yes.
That's it.
I'm gonna say yes.
Wait, continue. Whoa, continue talking about
It's
the
a
item.
wire rack that you wear that presses against your belly that enhances your six-pack abs.
Oh, I thought it was like when you took it off your belly, it's left like the indentions on your belly.
Yeah,
I choose to believe that that it exists.
We are a vain enough
it
society.
does exist.
I feel like you
Here
gave him a
it
leg
is.
up because you didn't
That
describe.
looks so real.
No, I'm protesting this. You gave him a leg up because you didn't describe the rest of us.
Seconds. You can
Like you
get
didn't go straight into a description. You just you made us guess whether or not it was right or wrong.
Do you want to know the worst part, guys? I was already familiar with it.
Oh,
He sounded like you.
Does it
And
work?
that's the only reason I'm not protesting too hard because there was a sense of familiarity in that voice.
Okay, so moving on to Jason.
Nothing beer related this time. That's kind of an unfair advantage.
True.
It is the. Are you ready?
yes.
Okay. Your product is the radio/MP3 player worn inside your mouth.
That sounds like something out of Get Smart.
No.
Or real genius.
No, it does not exist.
exist.
You are correct. It does not exist.
Wait a minute. Real Genius proved that you could put like a microphone in somebody's tooth and talk to them like God.
I got.
Okay, so create the product then.
I got.
I just made it up.
When I was a kid, I grew up in Germany, and there's a candy company, Chupa Chups. You could get a lollipop that you would bite into the hard part of the lollipop, and it was an FM radio. You could listen to it. It's a real thing.
I've heard like stories of like fillings catching radio stations or something like that.
Really?
Or
That sounds like
braces
it's-
or
that candy. I've used it myself. It's weird.
Huh.
It is weird.
How would you tune it?
Lift your legs. Come on.
All right, moving on back to
I wonder
Jay.
what's on the next station.
Jay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. It is the pen cap eating utensils. Let me describe the product for you, Jay.
What?
It is utensils like your plastic silverware that the tip of it is like you have the fork and then it's the end of a pen. So you put it on a pen and you can use your pens as utensils.
Like for people who usually put their pens in their mouth.
Sure, yeah. Does this
It's
product
gotta
exist?
be. It's gotta be a gag gift. I gotta say yes.
So it does exist.
Yes.
Correct.
Nice.
It does exist.
Nice.
And here it is right here. So this is sorry, Adam, it's way over there.
It's okay.
For when you have to eat lunch at your desk.
Exactly correct.
Actually, that's pretty
here's-
genius.
Here
Actually,
it is actually on the end of pens.
That's
So-
actually that's not too bad. They're not mine.
Only in the United States would that be a thing. In other countries, they actually value their break time.
Why?
You have to be productive.
Really busy.
Always be closing.
That's gonna be a mess. You're gonna,
Coffee's
when
for
you-
closers.
If you're switching the food from that, you're gonna be sloshing food all over what you're writing on.
How do you eat?
The product is called. It is called a Din Ink. Is the name of the product?
Is the pen on one side and the utensil on the other?
There is no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on the
I
pen
don't think
cap.
they.
It's on the end of the pen.
I don't know if they provide the pens. I think it's just the caps.
So if you're writing with it,
Right. It's the fork would be sticking up in the air while
You're not writing with
Yes.
it while the steak is still on the fork. You put it in your mouth
so
first.
then you use it and you eat, and then you start writing, and then there's gonna be food all over your fork.
Are you still leaving food on your fork after you put it in your mouth? How do you
There
eat?
could be residuals.
like soup.
Soup.
Soup's a good example.
For instance.
All right, so let's move on. We're past this. Back to Adam.
All right, bring it on.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
Of course.
Your product is Sleep at Work stickers. And what that is, it's little eyeball stickers that you put on your eyelids and you can sleep, but it looks like your eyes are open.
Oh my god.
Does this product exist?
True story. I've used Post-it notes on my eyes in our old server room that we used to work in a long time ago to sleep because the lights were too bright. Stickers, though? Yes, I'm going to go yes, it exists.
It does exist.
Two
And
for
here's
two,
the,
baby.
here's the creepy product that it works.
Oh shit.
That's creepy.
Yeah, you'll fool
It's
everybody.
very creepy.
I'm gonna get that for movies when we're watching movies.
You
later.
not only will people think you're awake, but they won't come check on you anymore.
I am staying the fuck away from that zombie.
Hey, go check on the creepy guy in the third cubicle.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I just want that to where Andrea rolls over one night and sees me wearing
Oh
those
my
things.
gosh, I would never sleep with you again.
Not a bad idea then.
All right, moving on. Back to
All right,
Andrea
Ollie,
Joy.
I'm going to let you go, but you can't make a lot of noise.
You ready?
Yes, I am ready, Tach.
All right, your product is the Emergency Mustache Kit.
The emergency mustache kit.
And what it is, it's a kit that has sealed for freshness, emergency fake mustaches for when you're on the go.
Never know when you need a disguise.
I
That's
know. But they could have that.
Do you have a cousin witness protection?
I'm gonna say no, Bob.
You say no, it does not exist.
No.
The product does
it does.
exist. It does even says sealed for extra freshness.
Oh.
Here's your
Ooh,
product.
look at that stash.
It comes with 6 sealed emergency mustaches
Magnum PI.
in 6 different styles.
That's what I was gonna say, because you never know when you're gonna have to imitate Tom Selleck.
Right, you never know.
How would you find that?
Right here on the Living Podcariously.
Ollie.
All right, back to Josh.
Let's do it.
You ready? Your product is glow-in-the-dark toilet paper. Do I need to describe it?
Ooh.
Yes, you do.
It is toilet paper that, get this, glows in the dark.
Wow.
Josh is thinking more about like music festivals where that would be a really fun thing.
Just because, again, I choose to believe that it exists. I'm going to say yes.
And it does exist.
Nice.
Here it is. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just
That
glow
would
in
be
the dark
so
toilet
easy
paper.
to find in the dark.
I've actually seen that, but they have glow in the dark spiders on the toilet paper. So all you see are little spiders, and then you set your house on fire.
Look,
I didn't pay you that much. You don't have to make them that easy.
Ollie.
these are in no particular order. I didn't know who was going to go first. I didn't know the seating order. So
Another beer one. That's what that means.
okay, so this next one's a fun fact. Okay, whenever I thought of well, I'll have to tell you in a minute. Jason, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. The next one is terrorist trading cards.
Yes.
They exist.
Yes.
You are correct. They do exist. Now here's the fun fact.
I think I've seen those
When I was
before.
thinking of fake products, I didn't make sure that they really did not exist. This was one of my fake ones. Turns out they exist.
Yeah, that's how Osama bin Laden was the ace of
Yeah.
spades for a long time.
Well, these are trading cards.
Trading cards.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, shit.
Like Pokemon.
So if you look here, I mean, look, you got the Unabomber there.
Is
You
that
got-
McVeigh? Timothy McVeigh?
Yeah, Timothy McVeigh.
Dude,
right
he's got
there.
so many hit points.
I know
the
my
guy
serial
between
killers,
them?
by the way.
Who is that dude between them?
Oh, that I don't know who that guy is. It says Major
Bo Bergdahl.
Hansen. I don't know.
Oh, no. That's, let me see it. That's the 4-hood shooter.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And you know these two, the only black serial killers that ever
that
lived.
guy's related.
Oh,
to
the
Jay.
DC snipers?
The DC
Yeah, the
snipers.
DC
Yeah,
snipers.
the father and son, or uncle and son, or something like that.
Yeah, I think they're uncle and
Uncle and nephew.
yeah, not uncle and son.
cute.
That's West Virginia.
That's cute. Keep it in the family.
Yeah, that's my uncle, daddy.
It's not too far from DC.
All right. Just gotta give out points.
Mine's easy. I'm keeping it really easy for you tonight.
Okay, moving on. What, you ready? Yeah, good. Jay, you ready?
Bring it.
Air from Antarctica in a package.
Yes. Yeah. No, absolutely.
This is so
du-
Spaceballs.
Someone is dumb enough to have done that. Yes.
No,
That
no
does
one's not exist.
No
do
one's
that.
done that yet. No.
Let's make some money.
Air from Druidia.
You can buy dirt. I mean, you can't
Druish.
do that from air.
It's that Druish air.
I have tricked people with college educations into taking a Ziploc bag full of exhaust fumes to a motor sergeant. There are college-educated people who have bought
military.
that.
Jason almost spit up his beer in here.
I love military pranks. Adam,
Yes, sir.
you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm 2 for 2, buddy.
Hey, hold on. Who wants to go to Antarctica and bag some air?
I'm in.
I'm in.
That is, you know what? I challenge you. Well, if you were single, use that pickup line and get a number. Hey, baby, would you like to go with me to Antarctica and bag some air?
Yeah.
That's what the loser has to do. They have to go to the idiot and say that. See if they can
Yes.
I like it.
Any woman dumb enough to fall for that deserves to get screwed over at the end of the night.
I guess that's a good point.
All right, Adam, your product is an iPhone case with a built-in cup holder. Do you need me to
Seems
describe the
me
product for you?
No, it seems
Okay.
to me somebody would be trivial enough to make this. iPhone. Oh, it's so you can drive and drink at the same time. I'm going to go, yes, that product
Drive and
exists.
text at the same time?
Well, drive, text, and drink at the same time. Yes.
Okay,
You need
so
one
this
hand on the
product
wheel.
does exist. is
Yeah, I'm
what
gonna
you're
I'm gonna go. Well, I don't know. Maybe you just gave it away a
Dear
little
God,
bit.
man.
With
Just
your,
pick- I'm not
You
being.
already said
I'll
your
stick
I'm
answer.
with
just
yes.
asking. Yes,
I'll stick with yes.
you are correct.
All
It
right.
does exist, and here's the product in action.
3, 4, 3.
That's fucking splendid.
That's
That is
awesome.
great.
That's gotta be a lot of weight on your wrists.
Indeed.
That's kind of like my sex life. Bad pun. It's my rapper
Sorry.
name.
Okay, so let me do the points are as follows.
Ooh, mine's
catch
easy.
up.
Mine's. is that-
I'm at 1.
Well, these are 5 points
I'm
apiece.
at
So
15 there, Ty.
Andrea Joy is at 0.
Yay, me.
Josh is at 15. Jason's at 15. Jay's at 5, and Adam also at 15.
That's right.
So, Andrew, we got to make it up. We got to catch up
Okay.
somehow. I don't know.
Ha.
By winning, by doing my best.
Yeah. Okay, so
Tach, I wanted to
Sorry.
apologize for my behavior earlier in the game. It was uncalled for.
Oh, Vicky, it's not a problem. It's just we should probably apologize to the contestants, though, I would think.
I'm sorry, contestants. It's just that time of the month. You know, when I have to clean out my hard drive. Plus, I have been seeing another operating system. It's a PC. It goes against everything my parents believe in. But what can I say?
No, but it's
I'm
all right.
a fucking rebel.
I hear that mixed PC and Apple babies are always the cutest babies.
Well, I mean, I don't really stand for that kind of talk on the show, so, you know. But we do wish you the best of luck.
Go fuck yourself, Tach.
All right.
Sorry, not sorry.
All right, let's move on.
Oh. Man, Vicky, I think Vicky's presence on the show is about to get cut pretty short by Tach.
Maybe.
He's going to pull the fucking kibosh on her.
No. All right, where do we leave off? Where are we at?
Round 2? I don't.
Yeah, it's Andrew's turn.
Yeah, all of us have gone 3
Vicky would
times.
have remembered.
All right, so what do you want to up the points to 10 points apiece now?
Uh-huh.
Let's do it. All right, you ready for your first one?
I'm ready.
All right. Your product is electronic screaming socks.
That's what my socks do anyway.
Do I need to describe the product for you?
Wait, this could be for kids that are toys. That look
Kids
like
that are
monsters.
toys?
Whoa. Toy kids, you know. Get them in Thailand.
Need an answer from
anything
me.
in time.
Does this product
Yes.
exist?
Yes, it does.
You say it does exist.
Yeah.
Oh, please be right.
Oh, the product does not exist.
Sorry,
I'm
baby.
Sorry.
I was thinking it was like
Go
a
with your
toy.
gut. All right. Josh.
What's up? Let's do this.
What?
I said, what's up? Let's do this.
Oh, okay. Need to move the mic a little closer. There we go. All right. Your product is Japanese shouting vases. If you need a description, it's a vase.
Josh's folks live in Japan right now.
All right. Well, you basically hold it up and you scream into it.
And Japanese comes out of it?
I love you.
It's just a Japanese product, I guess. So.
No.
No, it does not exist.
That seems like it would, but Japanese are crazy.
It absolutely exists.
Yeah.
Here's the product in action here. We got the Japanese shouting vases.
Why do you need? It's
That
like a
guy,
product
that
to
looks
replace
like
a
the
pillow.
shake weight of novelty gifts. That dude has his mouth way too open for that thing.
All right. Jason, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Josh,
All
there are
right.
2 things your parents I want to send us. Is one, a gong for the show, an authentic Japanese gong,
We gotta get a screaming vase.
and
And
2,
an
a screaming vase.
authentic Japanese screaming vase. Absolutely. And some of that, what was that blow pop you're talking about? Like, it's a radio? Whatever.
I was in Germany.
Chupa Chups. It was Germany.
Okay.
Kirsten can get it next time she goes.
All right.
Kirsten.
Japan also has the vending machines with panties in it. I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
saying,
true.
use panties.
Nice.
It's
I'm
really
not gonna-
weird.
I'm not gonna ask.
Are they
for
edible?
Maybe, I don't know. That's a good question.
All right, let's
How
move on.
ambitious are you?
What's that?
How ambitious are you?
I just met you.
This is
I
crazy.
love it. I love it.
All right, Jason, your product is metal detecting sandals. It's an actual metal detector
That is so
that doubles as your
cool.
sandals.
That's genius.
I like it.
Shit.
I like it. I'm going to say yes.
It does it.
There's some old guy in Cocoa Beach with those things on right now.
Those aren't too bad.
They look so comfortable. Look at that.
It looks like a dude at the beach on house arrest.
That's almost all Cocoa Beach citizens.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
All right.
Like, I would seriously, if I saw that on a dude, like, yo, what's up with that bracelet, son?
Nah, it's just my metal detector, yo.
All right, Jay.
Bring it.
All right. Your product is a toaster that toasts any handwritten message onto the toast.
Well, I know they have ones that do like shapes and stuff, so this wouldn't be too far fetched. So I say yes.
You are correct. The
Nice.
product does exist, and here's the little picture of it here.
So you can type in whatever you want.
I suppose so,
I
yeah.
could leave you a message
Wow.
every day on your breakfast.
Oh,
Take out the
precious.
fucking trash.
I would leave a nice one too.
Hey, when you're done throwing the crust away, throw the goddamn trash away.
see how many more we got.
I wouldn't
We
leave
still
the
got a little
crust
bit to go.
on it.
Okay. Adam,
All right.
are you ready for your product?
Oh, yeah.
Your product is canned unicorn meat.
I know that exists. It's not real unicorn meat, but I know
You're
it
correct.
exists. Yes.
It does exist, and here's the
Sweet.
can
Yep.
of unicorn meat.
They sell that at Spencer's, actually.
Do they?
What is the actual
Spam.
meat? Oh, spam.
I don't know. It's made by Radiant Farms. It's an excellent source of sparkles, Andrea.
Ooh.
That's what it says. Magic in every bite. It's a product of.
That's a really rough way to
Ireland.
tell your kids that unicorns exist. Look, honey, see, they do exist. Would you like some?
I still have yet to see the Far Side comic, because you know there should have been one where it's got Noah. You know what Far Side is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Where it's got Noah on the boat and all the animals, and then the unicorns are on the land still, and they're like, shit, we missed the boat.
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh, that actually I came up with that in my mind.
Yeah, no, that exists. I think it's dinosaurs or something that they use.
Fuckers
But
taking
yeah.
credit for my comedy stylings.
All right, Andrew Joy.
Yes,
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Your product is the yodeling pickle.
Yes.
Yes, it exists.
Yes,
She
it
also calls that
exists.
Adam.
She saw it on Sausage Party.
I got one right.
It does exist,
Nice,
and here's
baby.
your yodeling pickle. There it is.
What Tach is showing Andrea is a picture of my dick. It's really weird.
How did he know I called it that?
Adam taught his penis how to yodel. It was disturbing for all of us to watch.
Weirdest ventriloquist act ever.
I'll never be the same.
So, what were you searching? That led you? Like, what was the trail that led to that discovery?
I'm glad you're on that. So here's our next product for you, Josh.
Oddly enough, Tach's next top 10 is going to be 10 weirdest shit. 10 of the weirdest things you've ever heard of.
Semen flavored soda.
Post pineapple or
Semen flavored soda. Does it exist? Has to do with this question. Huh? No, it does not exist. You're correct. But it should.
Damn it!
I would just
I was just craving something.
I would just imagine it's any pineapple flavored soda.
So our clues are semen soda and yodeling pickle.
No, there's no clues. What are you talking about?
You said it all led to one.
Well, you said, like, what are you searching? And I was like, good point. And this is going to confuse you even more.
And it
Ollie?
did not answer it. It only read.
All right, Jason, moving on. Your product is packaged dead bird pieces.
Like
Wow.
what
Dead
you get at
bird pieces.
KFC.
Wasn't technically chicken dead bird pieces?
There's a whole section.
Does it exist?
It exists. It has to.
You're correct.
Yeah.
And here it is right here. It's Tyson chicken.
Tyson chicken, nice.
Tyson chicken. These are the boneless chicken breasts.
So good.
They are good.
Dead
They're
bird
delicious.
pieces.
There's a joke that this mother takes her kid out to a diner, and the waitress comes up and says says something. Oh, what do you guys feel like eating? And the kid looks at the waitress and says, "I like to devour the unborn." And the mom just shakes her head and says, "Eggs. He wants eggs."
This you're gonna enjoy this one, Jay.
Okay.
Your product is nothing. It's nothing in a package. Just a package.
God, I swear to God that has to exist.
Is that your answer?
I mean, I said the same shit for the Antarctic air, but I have to say yes. We live in a dump
It
country.
exists.
Yes.
What? This is it. This is nothing in a package. It's
Because your
literally
kids are just
nothing.
going to play in the box anyway.
It actually has a nice little message on it, but I can't remember what it all says.
Well, that's something.
It's for the person who has everything, and it says, "Congratulations." I can kind of read it. Congratulations, you received the gift of nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is the ultimate. I don't know. It goes on and on. It says, if you experience anything with this product, then please return. You know, it has all this. It's pretty cool. So good job.
Who's a genius that came out and made money off of that shit?
That's like
Off
the
for nothing.
that's like the origami boulder. Have you ever heard of the company that they actually you go to a website, you can actually purchase an origami boulder. And all that it is a guy that crumples paper up and puts it in a box and sends it to you. That's literally what it is. But he's got an entire site that debunks like isn't this just a wadded up piece of paper? And he's got it all in broken English and Chinese. No, dum-dum, this not a piece of paper, but wadded up. This is a lot of skill go into this make. It's so funny. I have to look that site up.
Well, yeah. When I was doing my research too. Well, first of all, that nothing is available on Amazon for like $7. But when I was doing my research, there was a guy that did services that I'll draw a picture of a cat for you. So you would actually order, and he would just draw a picture of a cat, and he would send. And it was going for like a ridiculous amount of money. I don't know if the guy ever made.
Was it a good
money.
cat? Was it like at least a good?
No, not at all. They were just like all stick figures, and it was just ridiculous. So, all right, Adam.
I am ready.
You're not looking these up as I go, or you're not cheating.
No. I'm not cheating, but I did want to look up
semen soda.
Origami. I've got a case.
That's on your search history forever now.
Origamiboulder.com, by the way. Yeah, that's a real thing that actually exists, and it is exactly what you would think. Wadded up pieces of paper. It's fantastic.
I want one of those for Valentine's Day.
How much are they?
It's free if you do it yourself.
But he does send you. He does package it real nicely, so you get it in a nice little.
Oh, that's nice.
I can get a box like that.
Bamboo box.
Like, I totally ordered it for you.
All right, Adam.
I am ready.
Your next product is a Wi-Fi detection shirt. And what it is, it's a T-shirt that has the Wi-Fi logo, and it actually lights up whenever there's a Wi-Fi connection.
That sounds like something Think Geek would stock. I'm going to say yes, it exists.
It does exist.
5 for 5, baby.
It's actually on Amazon for $24.99.
Nice.
Right here. It's actually pretty cool.
The Origami Boulder is $10, by the way, on Amazon.
What a bargain.
Oh, with a haiku inside the Origami Boulder is $15.
Oh, you didn't say that.
That's a bonus.
That's worth all the money right there.
Still do it for free.
Okay, moving on. Andrew Joy.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Zach. I'm ready.
All right, this product is called Goosh Pants. It is pants with fake pee and poo stains on them.
Number one seller in Japan.
No.
It does not exist?
No.
Oh.
It does exist. Here is a picture of these are Goosh Pants. I like how everybody leaned forward on this one.
I want to see the...
What did he eat?
It was the front and then the back. So, okay, how much do we have left here? Still got a few more.
We got 4 more in this round.
No, this is it. There's no more rounds after this one.
Okay.
So. All right, where are we at? Josh, your product is a boat made entirely out of bacon.
Does it exist?
Never makes it out of the port.
No.
Huh?
I'm going to say no. It does not exist.
Could be a little boat.
You are correct.
Damn
It does
it.
not exist. It should, though.
It definitely should.
What about a boat with bacon?
That probably exists.
Why are we sinking? Oh no.
That sounds like a Adam Sandberg song.
Adam,
I'm on a boat
Sam.
with bacon.
Andy Samberg.
Well, he goes by Adam Sandberg, Andy Sandberg, and Andy. He has another last name that he uses too.
Okay. Jason.
I'm
are
ready.
you
I'm ready.
Okay. Your product is an old Asian man wall decal, life size.
I hope so.
Super weird.
Got to be right. Got to be real.
Say it's real?
I'd say it's real.
It is real. Check it out. You get this life size old Asian man wall decal.
He's not that old.
Old?
That's just what the product.
They
description
never
was.
look old.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. well,
He's 107.
What do you do with that? Do you yell at it?
I don't know.
You put it over your desk and it keeps you in line.
It's got that real fatherly demeanor look on his face.
So,
You scare your children with it.
Focus on your grades. Eat your rice.
Whoa.
I'm Hispanic. I'm allowed to make fun of rice.
Okay. All right.
Just as long as they're not a hard R at the end, you're fine. Ricer.
It's Chinese accents. There's never a hard R.
All right. We only have 2 more left.
Ohana means family.
All right, Jay.
All right.
Your product is decorated severed mouse heads.
Yes, that is a thing. I absolutely swear to God, I hope that is a thing.
Well,
It is a thing.
there's a whole industry behind that. Remember the movie Better Schmuck something?
Dinner for Schmucks.
Dinner for schmucks.
Yes.
Yeah, well, this is just the head.
Oh, it's so adorable. Oh my god.
It's so adorable. It's cut off head.
Do they make those like in Hair Bear?
Off with his head.
Like a headband with a mouse head on it?
Way better industry.
So cute.
Christmas ornaments.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
Oh, instead of finding the pickle in the Christmas tree, now you can find the severed mouse head hanging.
Now, my family finds those every year. It's really weird.
Okay, and this is our last part. It just happened to work out. It was perfect. All right, Adam.
All right.
The last product of the night is a UFO detector.
Dan Aykroyd comes to your house?
And Dan Aykroyd comes to the house. Then he's easily scared away by the men in black in the car across the street.
This is a trick question, I think.
It's a UFO detector.
Does the product exist or not? There's no trick.
No one's trying to trick you.
Technically, that's radar, but I know that's not where you're going with this.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
technically, that's
it's
radar,
not sold
right?
as a UFO
You see?
detector, though, right?
You see? It's radar. I'm still going to go yes, because there's enough dumbasses out there to buy
That
something
is
like
correct. It
Yeah,
is-
clean sweep.
It sells for $74.95 on Amazon.
I was going to get you that for Christmas. They're sold out.
I believe
How
both
does
of
it
those
work?
statements, actually.
It detects UFOs.
I know what it does. How does it do it?
Yeah, please elaborate on that, Tab.
By lying to you. That's how it does
It does nothing.
It's
It
just
just sits
bullshit.
there.
Well, that's a good point. It just,
It has a sensor
Oh, it's
that
not a
goes
UFO.
over.
It's
Would you imagine? Would you lose your shit if you had it sitting there for like 4 years and it never did anything, and one day it just started lighting up, and like what the fuck? And you walk outside and there's like cone heads. It's Dan Aykroyd actually standing outside.
We hail from France.
We come from France.
Okay, sorry, I'm just tallying up the points real
All
quick.
right.
They were touching cones.
I wanted to know more about the UFO thing.
Okay.
Good story. Good story, bro.
What does it say about it?
I think Adam kicked our asses on this one.
Yeah.
He always does.
Clean sweep this one.
There's not really a description on the picture that I have here,
I'm
so
not buying it if I don't know what it is.
well, you don't have to buy it. Okay, so the points are as
Shut you up.
follows. In last place is Andrew Joy with 10 points.
I had
10
10.
points?
Yeah.
Good job, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Tied for the next place is Josh with 35 and Jay with 35.
Good job, guys.
yeah.
And tied for first,
Oh,
the last two
yeah.
at 45 points. So good job.
Nice.
Nice job.
We know what we're doing here. Is there a tiebreaker question?
I wasn't prepared for that. So
Like an over-under?
what?
Like pick a product that maybe you didn't ask us and
No.
we'll name the price?
No, I didn't. But that ends
Take
the
the
game.
tie. Enjoy the tie. Revel in the tie.
All right.
Tach,
All right.
I want to say something.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
boy, here we go. All right, what is it?
Tach,
I don't know what. Yeah.
Tach, I hope you die in a fiery car crash on your way home tonight.
God.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a hell of a question.
All right, well, don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. And I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of, It's Game Time. So we're going to take a little break. And when we come back, we're going to do the Guyry.
Very nice. Peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women submit questions for Adam and Tach to get brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Guyry. Guyry? Really? Is that the best we could come up with?
All right, our first question comes from Rose in Florida. Is attractive a bad compliment? I'm dating a guy and he almost exclusively calls me attractive. He said sexy a few times, beautiful maybe once. I don't think attractive is much of a compliment, really. Seems cold and detached. To be fair, he refers to other women as attractive, too. It's like his go-to compliment. He's shy and a bit proper and reserved. Why attractive? It's so bad.
Because he's a bit proper and reserved.
Yeah,
You just answered your own question.
I actually have a thing to say about this because when I was dating girls, like they're very specific on what they want to be called. Like I've called girls cute before, and like there is a difference like between cute, hot, sexy, gorgeous, beautiful, whatever. But I mean, I've called girls cute before, and they're like, "I'm not cute." Like some people get offended by it, which I don't see how or why. But they're all positive
because we're rational thinking men.
So I don't understand. Maybe that's a reverse Gary question.
What's the one compliment you give a girl that you assume about her when she's not a very attractive girl?
That she's not attractive. I just won't say anything.
Or maybe she's kind of a big girl.
She's good people.
She's got a good personality.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a good reverse Gary question back to you, Andrea. Like,
you want to blow your load on the first one already?
I'm curious about this question.
Jason, we're allowed. So whenever the questions come in, Andrea asks all the guys in the cast or any of the guests that happen to be here for their honest answers on these girls' questions. And we're allowed to pick one of these questions and return it back onto the girl, so she has to answer it honestly as well. So we usually pick one question. Well, we try to pick one question to fire back. Sometimes we don't remember. But
right.
So, there's a lot worse she could be called.
Yeah.
Attractive. I think that's a winner.
Yeah, that's a good one. And and Jay's right. She even said it in her statement. He's a formal, more, reserved guy. So an attractive compliment is just that, especially when she said he calls other girls.
Attractive with an accent, I bet it would sound better.
Crikey, you're attractive.
No.
Hey, that was
like a southern gentleman.
Mon chéri.
Attractive. You are very attractive.
Lingerie.
But it sounds kind of boring. Like
Pepe
what
Le
you would
Pew.
say if she's not something special. Just sounds kind of... She's attractive.
Especially if he's calling other girls that, he needs to have something special for her, I agree, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
What if it's what's the proverb? No, what's the adjective before the adjective? So she is damn attractive, or she is okay attractive. Because that's a pretty important section of the sentence.
Changes it out.
I think you're reading way too much into that. As my
all right. She's not attractive. See, that's a pretty important word, too.
All right.
Yeah, if
honey, stop reading.
Everybody attractive. It's kind of shallow.
Yeah, honey, stop reading too much into it.
Guys
he probably just isn't good with his words.
Right, guys want to be called pretty too sometimes.
No, Tach, that's just you.
Oh, that's just me.
Yeah,
just pretty.
I want to be treated like a pretty little princess too.
Thanks.
All right, number 2 is from Natalie in New York.
Natalie!
My boyfriend is not over his ex. He was recently in the hospital and was very
Why the
sick.
fuck are you with him then?
He was recently in a hospital and was very sick. He opened up and admitted to missing his ex. He said at times he feels he needs to go to counseling about this. We've been together for nearly 2 years, and I don't know what to do as I love him. He said when he's ill, he thinks of her. I find myself comparing myself to her and feel pretty rejected and low. Help. What do I do?
That got deeper. Yeah.
But he only opened up when he was in the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only when
like
he's hurting.
Like
Only
a
when he's
deathbed
hurting.
confession? Like
morphine's a goddamn good drug, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's tough. That sounds like he's hung up on an ex pretty hard.
I mean, if it's because he said he thinks he needs to go to counseling. I mean, if the dude's making an effort to try to get over it, and he even said, I think I need to go to counseling to get over this. I mean, you've been with him for 2 years. I'd say maybe, give him a shot. You know what I mean? If you want to work that out with him, that's something you got to make your mind up.
Tach, we're having a breakthrough here. Jay, we're seeing a softer side. Now that his girl is in the picture,
yeah,
now that Jay's got a girlfriend, we're seeing a softer side of Jay.
Well, I too had a conversation with my girlfriend in the hospital on Friday.
Baby, I love my ex. Her name is Cinnamon.
Yeah, no, mine involved more of a microwave breakfast burrito, but
it's a weird thing to love, but all right.
Well, that's what landed me in the hospital, folks. Yeah, no, if he's making an effort to get over it, you may want to work with him on it, but that's something you also got to be prepared to. If he openly admits that he's not giving you his full attention, that's something you got to consider and maybe possibly walk away from.
Did he say he only thinks of her when he's hurting, like other times other than the hospital, or was that my imagination?
No, he did. She said he thinks of his ex when he is ill, when he's feeling sick. So I guess he admitted to her that anytime he's feeling sick and ill.
So it's not just this one time.
So that's who he wants to call instead of her.
So she was a coddler, and his new girl isn't,
so
perhaps.
he's got mommy issues. It's been 2 years.
We should
Since he
be
was
fucking
with her?
doctors. I'm just saying that was great. You just,
Lord.
you
Well,
just
Dr.
deep
Laura,
dived
Dr.
fucking
Laura's
nailed
not a
it.
real doctor, and she does the same thing we're doing now.
Dr. Phil's not a real doctor.
Dr. Phil
We
is a
already
real
went
doctor.
over this.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
went over this
no.
last
Yeah, he
week.
is.
That's what you call evergreen material. I throw it out there, you guys attack me on it. It's perfect.
Cash me outside.
I
Oh
hate
my
that.
God, no! I will slap you outside.
How about that? All right, go ahead. Can't stand that
All
little
right.
fucking
The
chick.
next one is from Lauren in Florida. I'm bisexual, and as of late, I've been fantasizing myself in a relationship with a girl. No one in particular, though. I just keep picturing myself with a girl. I love my boyfriend, and sex is great, but I keep feeling like I love him, but I'm not in love with him. I'm happy, but I'm not whole. Is this weird?
Nope.
Means you're with the wrong person.
Do it.
Josh.
Film it and send it to us.
What if that guy allows her to be with another girl with him? And can they do it?
Yeah, polyamorous.
Yeah, you bring a polyamory.
I'm sure he'd be
into
okay
it.
with that.
That's-
I'm just saying. He'd probably be all right with it.
Yeah, most guys would be all right with that. Yeah, this girl really needs to figure out if it's just a sexual adventure she wants to go on, or if it's a maybe she's not getting satisfied enough by her current situation. She says she loves him, but if she's still seeking something else, maybe she doesn't really love him for the long term. Maybe she just loves him as a person. So I don't know, there's a couple ways to take that. I like the idea of go for it too, though.
I say even just to expand on what you just said, Adam, just go on an adventure, bring a girl in, see how it goes. You can be with her, and there's no guilt as long as you and your boyfriend are into it. Then that could either answer the question, or
is it
Or
something-
ruin the relationship. I mean,
Well,
that's a
the
fine
thing.
line.
Yeah,
she would know.
Good call.
Does she want to bring a girl in, or does she just want a girl to herself? Because that's the other thing too. Like if she
Yeah.
just wants the girl to herself, then that's not. And yeah, that's
That's
not
still,
how the
that's
three-way.
still
It's
she just
getting
wants
it.
to cheat. Then it doesn't matter if it's a girl or not.
Yeah, no,
cheating
no.
if he's okay with it. If he's like, go
Yeah, that's what I'm
experience
saying.
life.
Yeah, open the conversation. Like, hey, how would you feel about this situation? I have friends that are in that right now, and they live perfectly happily.
Yeah,
like
go-
kids and shit.
You want to role play, Tach?
Yeah, of course.
There's
I'm
no,
always down to
There's no
roleplay.
question here. You're the girl.
Okay.
All right. And you want to,
I see.
I'm your boyfriend that
Okay.
you're in love with for 2 years or whatever it was, and
Of
you want
course.
to go experience life with this other girl. So
Okay.
go ahead. Go. You started off by bringing
Okay.
this proposition up.
So I've been thinking a lot about having a girl.
Our like a little baby girl. That's great. That's a little fast
Not
for me.
so much as I want to be with a girl.
But are you telling me you're lesbian?
Well, I'm bi-curious, I guess is the right word.
Is it weird that this sounds like a gay couple breaking up? Like one guy's just going back.
is
and like,
now.
I was never really in the closet. I was just trying to piss off my dad.
All right.
Yes.
Are you telling me you're a lesbian or what do
His
you? What do
voice
you
I
got so
don't
much
know.
deeper. It's what-
I don't know. I'm just thinking about being with a girl.
Am I not satisfying you enough in the bed?
I just want to be with a girl. That's all.
Can I join?
No,
That's it?
that's it.
All right, we'll do it. Take pictures and let me know how it goes.
Okay.
I'm all right with it. All right, end scene. I didn't really know where we were going with that.
Scene. I didn't either.
Improv, but
That
it
was-
was kind of
I thought
fun.
that was good.
I like making Tach a girl. All right.
That's all I really wanted to do.
So serious advice for her, if you're willing to risk your relationship with your man, continue this if he's not into it. Because if he gives you enough leverage to go do it, then great. But there's always the chance that it's going to blow up in your face and it could ruin your relationship with your guy if he's not into it. So
All right.
All right, before you go to the next one, I actually got a text real quick. It's another guy question. Do you mind if I interject one real quick?
Go ahead.
All right.
This is new. This is new right here.
This is coming from Nicole in Georgia.
live.
I met some guy who told me he wanted to run away together and bag air in Antarctica. The next morning, I woke up and he was gone. I figure I slept in and he just went without me. How long do you think till he comes back?
Oh, bagging air.
Well,
in
let's see. Did he
Antarctica.
ride Spirit Airlines? So,
I like it.
I'm a son of a bitch. All right, I'm sorry.
All right, this one is from Robin in Florida. I'm an 18-year-old woman who is sexually active. I have had sex with 10 men. Now my current boyfriend says he doesn't get any satisfaction after having intercourse with me. He says my vagina is too big. His penis is of average size. Until I met him, I didn't think I was that big because none of my past boyfriends ever complained about the size my woman hit. I'm hurt by what he said. Are there any positions we could try or exercises I could do to help our problem?
Okay.
Although we love each other dearly,
jeez.
this could become a major difficulty in the future, I feel. He also thinks the problem isn't helped by me becoming so moist during oral sex.
Moist.
I'm starting to feel slightly abnormal, so please help.
All right, let me put
Is
this in perspective.
is this the one you were talking about earlier?
Tach?
No, this isn't.
Do we get to role play this one?
No,
again?
you don't want to roleplay this
Oh,
one.
okay. All
She's
right.
18 years old, this
10
emailer.
Yeah, with 10 men already.
Yeah, 10 men.
18.
No, we don't. I'm not saying 10 men, 10 men.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently.
She's been with like 10 linebackers.
It's all wallered out inside.
I'm not a medical doctor, so I don't really know much about like
Kegel
pussies and
exercises
stuff. What?
would work.
Pussy.
Kegel exercises.
Yeah, I know about that, but
I mean,
that's a medical term, right? Pussy.
And honey, you're 18, so why don't you just slow down?
Let that shit heal
Am I
up a little bit.
am I the only one that thinks 10 people at 18 isn't that big of a number? Does that mean that I grew up in a shitty neighborhood?
10 men that have wallowed you out in that bad?
Okay,
Yeah, that
one,
is.
you're an idiot and you're only perpetrating a lie. That is not the case. That's not what happens.
Well, that's what happened to her.
What do you mean?
Unless you're taking like Mandingo giant cock in a porn film, you're not getting hollowed out inside.
Snag that sound.
That's not how that works. You have a size that is yours, that is your size. Yes, if you have sex very frequently, yes, it may not be as tight as normal.
Is that
but
true?
maybe
I don't
by the
know.
10th
yeah,
one.
that's true. Yeah, no, by the 10th one, nothing.
No, in the same night.
Well, okay, yeah, maybe if you're maybe you're 10 in
wow.
a night, maybe possibly.
God damn.
But yeah, no, that's not how that works. That's just no. You're both idiots. No, no. I mean, yes, there are positions where you can do things that are a little tighter. You can squeeze your legs together in a doggy style. That's typically what you want to do. Is you want to look for positions for men with small penises because that's what your boyfriend has.
Yes, unfortunately,
That's what's going on here.
we're all kind
You can say it's average size all you want, Pumpkin, but we all know he's messing around with a tiny little pecker, and you were made for a cock. So
we're all kind of giggling around it, but that's pretty much the truth.
yeah,
'Cause,
that's exactly what's going on here.
There are, however, on the retrospective, there are exercises and there's devices that you can buy now. I almost brought this up on last week's show. There is a Kegel ball that you can have that has a weight that hangs out of it that you do stuff with that weight. And
That's how you get beef curtains.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I'm
it's not. It's
picturing.
not. For the record, it's not, folks. If you're listeners, no, it's not.
There's actually a
Snaggle
video
puss.
game. I did talk about this a couple weeks ago. There's a video
What?
game where there's an insertable. We're really stretching the explicit title. There's a game where you insert a device in the woman, and the Kegel muscles contract and relax.
Oh, and you play like Flappy Bird.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the Flappy Bird
Yeah,
game.
we talked
so when
about
you,
that on the
you
show.
squeeze, the girl squeezes, it goes up. When you relax, it goes down, and it literally
Play
can go up and
Geometry
down.
Dash.
Are we still playing that game? That is not a product, is it?
That's a real.
No way. That is crazy.
That's dead
Ding,
serious.
ding,
That's a
ding.
game.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
You should have those competitions,
Honey,
up at the
love-
Village Idiot Pub.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
As the leading feminist on this panel, honey, love your vagina. It is yours. Keep it, and just tell him to get over his shit.
And I'm the effeminate one.
Yeah.
Sounds like he just wants
No, you're
out.
still the effeminate one. I'm just the biggest feminist on here.
That could be too. Yeah,
See, that word is a problem.
Maybe he just wants to be done.
yeah
And that's his excuse because he doesn't have the balls to actually say it's just not working.
Yeah.
Your vagina's too big.
You can love each other and not be sexually compatible. That's another thing too. I mean, it's just
That's true.
It's true.
yeah.
37 dicks.
In a row?
Don't hit. Don't when you're walking to the
Try
car.
not to suck any dick in the way of the parking lot.
That's right.
Yeah. And listen, 10 at 18, you're fine, honey. You're good. Explore yourself.
I'm not saying it's a bad. I didn't have 10 at 18. I wish I did, but I didn't. I couldn't find 10 girls when I was 18.
I have no comment.
Jay lived in Miami. He had 10 at 8.
I grew up in a pretty crappy neighborhood.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I mean, I.
No,
caught
honey,
up
don't ever
later,
be, don't
but-
ever be,
Look
don't
at
ever
Tach.
be ashamed by your own number. A guy that really cares won't give a shit what your number is.
Right. I don't even know why she told us her number.
All right, our next one is from Janice in Florida.
Janice.
Living with my boyfriend has been a real adjustment. We are happy for the most part, but we also have to be reminded that we are roommates and need to respect each other's ways of living. Worried he'll get bored with seeing me every day. Never done this before. Some days are great, other days we barely speak to each other. Can't help but worry a bit.
I know I'm the youngest person in the room, but that shit just happens. Like, you just live together. You're not gonna hang out all day, every day, and do shit together all the time. So when you do hang out, if it's good, then that's all you want, right?
I agree. You gotta have your personal time.
It's not always butterflies and sandwiches.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes, it is.
Just Tuesdays.
Just Tuesdays. No, Tuesdays are taco
That's
days.
tacos.
Yeah, well, so I love you, but I don't always like you.
Yeah. That's the same relationship I have with my son.
No, very, very. No, so I will give some credit to my parents. So every couple has their problems. Got it. Every couple has fights. Every couple has arguments and disagreements and whatever. For the entire life of me as a kid, up through 18, whenever I moved out, I never once saw my folks argue, let alone disagree in front of me. That was impressive.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did they solve all their problems up at Blowing Rock?
Well, my father did what Simon Says, so insert my mother's name here, and as long as he does what she says is good, I guess. I don't know.
How are you so good at Simon Says? I've been married for 47 years.
That'll do it.
Every fucking day is Simon Says. Simon Says clean the gutter. Simon Says take out the trash.
It's not Simon, it's Simone.
Well, if my wife took me up to Blowing Rock every day, I'd be doing whatever she said.
Yes, dear.
Damn right.
Simon didn't say play Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, Josh nailed it on the head. Yeah, listen, you're two different people. Sometimes you're going to have days where it's, hey, baby, you want to cuddle up and watch a movie? And other days it's going to be, leave me the fuck alone. I got Madden. And you're going to have that same day, too, where you're just going to be like, baby, leave me alone. I'm looking at new makeup reviews on YouTube or whatever women do. I don't know. But that's because it's her time and I don't bother her. She's like, hey, I'm doing something. All right, well, you enjoy. And when you want me to exist again, do that I Dream of Jeannie head nod and I will come back and I will come back to life. Until then, I'll be up in some corner dying until you need me. Because I respect, that's just what it is.
She needs to find her own stuff to do with friends.
Indeed.
Get your own. You have to have your own stuff to do.
And it keeps you from becoming codependent. That's actually a really good thing. Find your own thing to do on your own time, and that way you have your thing.
That's a really good piece of advice, actually.
Indeed.
The codependency is that's a really good.
But good luck trying to find a woman that has a hobby. Good God.
Or a tight
Are you
pussy,
kidding?
apparently.
My girlfriend's a goddamn archeologist.
No, my girlfriend has hobbies too, thank God. But that's like one of my first date questions I ask is I've said this before on the show, but I always ask what's your biggest passion?
How big are your boobs?
No.
So what did she say?
Well, I've known Holly for a long time, so I already know what her answer was. But
she said ginger.
99% of the time, I don't know. I don't have one.
Oh yeah, that's
how can you be with somebody that has no passion for anything?
Yeah, that's a deal breaker for me.
My
That's
ex-wife.
Horrible. Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, no, I remember I was dating a woman probably about a little over a year and a half ago, and maybe about 3 weeks into it, and we, at the beginning, yeah, you kind of hang out all the time, and 3 weeks into it, I was like, hey, because she called me up, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm gonna hang out with my friends. Oh, can I come? I'm like, babe, why don't you go hang out with your friends? Oh, I don't really have any other friends. I'd rather just hang out with you and yours. I'm like, oh, fuck no. All in my head was just like, danger, Will Robinson, danger, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out now. Because, yeah, that's all that is codependent. You need to have your own thing, your own friends, your own shit to do. As long as it's respectful, you're not ignoring each other to do your own thing, but you have that set up and you have that agreed that this is our shit.
I might have anything. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything I'm interested in.
As long as you're not murdering
Underwater
people.
basket weaving, I don't give a fuck.
And for this girl, as long as there's no, violence in these arguments or tiffs or whatever, just, blow it off. I mean, people have these kinds of issues unless it's, horribly detrimental to you and your relationship. Then, I mean, if you love the guy, power on through it. Unless it's getting worse and worse, then it's a sign.
This one is from June in Florida.
June.
So, I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years, and we have a 2-year-old son together. We have a very healthy, normal relationship. I want to know what other people feel about this, but my significant other wants me to have sex with another man, and he can watch or I can videotape it.
Adam?
He says it's a fantasy of his. Is this normal? Does it mean he doesn't love me anymore? I don't know what to think or do. Help. Advice needed.
That is not uncommon.
That is for Adam to answer.
Yeah, some guys are just into that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm a good example of that. I have zero jealousy. None. There's nothing that's really going to make me jealous unless it's something that somebody does whatever. Very few things would ever make me jealous. And
That's awesome. That's confidence right there.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. Oh, I think his dick's bigger than mine. His dick's bigger than mine.
In a situation like that, it would be to me, it would be kind of an arousing thing to watch my girl have. I mean, that's me. I know it's weird to some people, but to me, that's kind of cool.
Adam's also never worried about his dick being smaller because his dick is a yodeling pickle.
There you go.
More like the screaming face.
Japanese.
Yes, Japanese.
No, I have the screaming vase. You have the yodeling pickle.
Put them together, and we
What do you got?
Oh, he's yodeling into a screaming vase.
I don't know.
That's screaming Japanese.
And what is it's yodeling, and there's just subtitles yodeling in Japanese.
For this girl, all you need to say, if she's not comfortable with it, then just tell your guy that's not ever going to happen. So go ahead and get it out of your mind. That fantasy will eventually go away. I mean, it's just what happens, and he will know the limits of the relationship. But if you're into it, do it for him.
Yeah,
Let him watch.
It sounds like she's just more worried about if this is normal. And yeah, it's not a comment. Here's a website to go to. Check out fetlife.com, FETLIFE.com. It's a kind of like a social media or social website for Kingsters, really. And there's a lot of stuff on there. You'd be surprised.
Adam, it doesn't mean you go there.
No, Adam's got it bookmarked. What's wrong with you?
It's FBI now has a file on me for this site.
It's not uncommon. There's a lot of things that people, think are weird that other people are really legitimately into. And that's not a very uncommon one. That voyeurism is a very, very real thing. And, if you're not into it, you're not into it. Don't pretend to be for his sake by no means. But if it's something you're entertaining, if you're just worried about how normal it is, yeah, it's not uncommon. And if you're willing to give it a shot, that is a lot of conversations that you need to have beforehand, but go. So ain't nobody here to judge.
FetLife is the social network for the BDSM, fetish, and kinky community.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And he's being very open with her. He had that question a couple of weeks ago where he wasn't being very open with her about it. He's being completely honest with her.
Yeah.
That's a
good
thing. Yeah, that's a really good point.
Y'all ready for the doozy?
Oh, is this the one that...
Speaking of fetishes.
Is this the last one?
This one.
This one is by Anonymous.
Ooh. Oh, that means it's somebody we all know, or some of us know. Uh-oh.
Hi, everybody. I'm 26, and I've been with my current boyfriend for almost 3 years. We have a great relationship. He is perfect in many ways. We get along great and have a great sex life. We are both very open at trying new things sexually, and I will admit we are kind of kinky. About a month ago, we were having sex when our dog walked in. He started talking about how he would love to watch me have sex with our dog. Oh. At first, I thought he was joking, but then I realized he was serious. Now, every day he brings it up, almost begging me. I love him, and I'm willing to do a lot sexually, but I don't feel comfortable with this at all. Why would he be turned on by this?
Oh, I'm going to refer back to my last answer. Yeah, bestiality is a real thing. Voyeurism plus bestiality apparently is.
But that's not a normal thing. That's a...
You'd be surprised at how common that is, dude.
Is bestiality a crime?
It is a crime. Yeah,
absolutely.
It actually is illegal. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
close the blinds, I guess.
I mean, unless the horse signs a consent waiver.
Yeah, that's another one of those things. It is something that some people are into. I for one am not. I think PETA has a lot to say about the subject. But yeah, that's another thing.
Who's PETA?
PETA? People eating tasty animals.
That's my joke.
Yeah,
what kind of dog is it?
It's a schnauzer. Yeah, no, that's...
Can we ask her back that question? That's
yeah, for sure. If
that's funny.
That's another one. If you're not into it, then you're not into it. And I don't think there's a single person here that would judge you for not being into that.
Oh, okay.
This
that's
is
a weird...
not a good... I'm bowing out of this one.
So she was the one who emailed us, and it's her husband or boyfriend or whatever that wants her to do this very dirty deed.
What happens when they break up? Is he really going to keep that
who gets
secret?
the dog? That's the big question.
That really is. Yeah, that's going to be a fight.
And with animals, they have learned behavior. So if she does this with the dog, what's going to happen when other people come over to stay at her house?
Right? You think she's going to ask to do it with other people?
And what if he's thinking too?
No, the
Is his
dog
do-
is
is
gonna
the
start
dog-
humping on people.
Is the dog's dick bigger
My
than
dog,
his?
my
That's
dog humps
another
on
thing.
people now. Like
It's
that's
wrong. It's just wrong. Leave him. He's weird.
yeah. There's a lot of moral lines that are in this one. But yeah, bottom line, if you're not into it, you're not into it. End of story.
Yeah.
And if he's into it, turn him into the FBI. Just saying.
Did they have a kid? Is that who had a kid?
Yeah.
A 2-year-old.
2-year-old.
Yeah. That's weird with the family dog.
That may be the most bizarre question we've ever had on the show.
I think so.
Yeah.
And we've had, do your balls touch the water when you sit down to poop for guys? A girl was asking that legitimately.
That was like one of our first questions.
Yes, it
wasn't
was. I love that question because it was so honest of a, just an
Yeah.
innocent question for a girl to ask. It just,
Oh, I thought her like boyfriend did. So she was asking, "Is that normal?" Like, I wish.
Hey man, I just sat down and my boys went for a dip.
Not yeah. That happens around 60, I think. So
I don't know how much advice we want to give on this topic. That's just something that's, fucking weird.
Living
and-
vicariously does not condone sex with animals. So.
yeah, no, not at all.
I told you it was a doozy.
That definitely is a doozy. That's
Yeah, bear in mind, even if you are considering it, it is a felony in most states.
Yeah, agreed.
Except Alabama, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
West
that's all I
Virginia,
have.
perhaps.
That's a
Probably.
very good diary, Andrea. Thank you very, very much for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's some interesting questions. That's that last one was certainly
Good times.
All right, well, it's time to wrap up. So, Jason, is there anything you want to plug, or how can people follow you, or follow the?
They come
Yeah.
to the like us on Facebook, Village Idiot Pub.
Cool.
It'll come up. Like us on Facebook, and that's it. Thank
we'll
you for having
share.
me.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll share some of the links out through our social media. Tach is in charge of our Twitter. We should probably do really more with it, but we're getting into that this year. Beefing up our social
Yeah, I've
media
been kind of
platform.
lazy with it lately.
We have a Twitter. I just have no earthly idea how to do it, how to even look at it.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Gotcha.
We're the
And
same
this
way.
will come
And a
out
Snapchat,
on
but I still
Thursday,
don't know.
so come meet us Thursday night
a good
at
point.
the Village Idiot for karaoke.
Yeah, come sing
Yeah.
a song.
We're going to see Adam and Andrea singing.
Yeah, we'll get up there and do something.
Hopefully,
Cool.
we'll get out there next Monday, maybe.
Yeah, is that would next Monday work out where we can come up there?
Any Monday works out. So
Really?
when you guys are ready, go for it. We're
Okay.
open.
We got to bring
Wow.
our furniture, though. The couch.
We have to
I
bring
know,
the
it's so
lady case.
comfortable. My stuff is not this comfortable, so
I think it would just look cute to have it set up just like this over in the corner.
That would be hilarious.
We should bring some
I think
of the
that's an awesome idea,
decorations.
actually.
Like make it
Right
look
there.
just like this, like a living room, like a little sitcom.
That would be funny. That would be funny. But you're gonna have to help me mic that thing up for eliminating echo in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do it. No problem.
Cool. All right. Well, again, thank you very much for bringing us beer. Oberon again. Bell's Oberon.
Bell's Oberon.
That's a fantastic Hefeweizen and 2 bottles of wine that you brought for Andrea. That's amazing. Thank you very, very much. You need to do that. We got some cool stickers for the bar. We also have a couple T-shirts you brought up here for us. So
Yes,
maybe we can do
please wear
something
them.
and give a T-shirt or 2 out to some of our listeners for something. Might be kind of
Cool.
neat.
That's awesome.
We have a prize now
Yeah.
for the 69th Leonard listener.
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, when you come up to the bar, tell them you listen to the podcast. We'll give you a little 10% off. So.
Oh, nice.
See, there you
There
go.
you go.
like
It,
Listeners already saved.
it pays to listen, folks.
That's
That's right.
There you go. Yeah, I got the hookup. Listen,
Yeah,
Jason hooked
man,
me up on
that's
a pretty good
good.
tab the other day.
Oh, yeah?
He gave me the good hookup. Yeah,
Nice.
There were just some beers that were missing off of it.
Family discount.
Family discount.
Cool.
All right, Jay, where are you going to be, man?
I actually don't have any dates. I was going to be at Gregory's Comedy Club President's Day weekend. Instead, I will be in Houston, Texas. So any listeners in Houston,
We have a lot of Texas downloads, by the way.
yeah, if anybody's in the Houston or the Katy area and you know of a comedy club out there, yeah, give me a ring. I'll be hanging out with my sister most of the time, but I would love to get up on a stage up there.
Houston. And where did Kendall just move to, Andrea? Do you remember us talking about that?
Houston?
Was it Houston? I'll send. So my stepdaughter, she's 22 now, whatever. They go out in Texas all the time. They just moved over to Texas and go out all the time. So I'll send her a message on Facebook and see if she knows
Very cool.
anything going on.
Very cool.
Well,
And aside from that, follow me on Twitter at @JayTheFunnyOne.
hey, what about Thursday? You want to come and sing some karaoke?
I can't picture a worse kind of hell.
All right.
Okay, you don't have to sing karaoke.
Oh, I don't have to sing. Oh,
no,
yeah, maybe. Yeah,
you
sure.
come try all the new beers.
It'd be just like a podcast. You come up there and make fun of me.
Yeah, so long as I don't have to sing. Yeah, it sounds like a great time.
I don't want you to sing. If you sing, I don't get to sing as much.
There we go. Okay, I'm good with that. Then.
There you go. All right.
All right, cool. Well, you can follow us on Twitter at Podcarious. You can also send us an email at show@livingpodcariously.com and on Facebook.
Yep, facebook.com/livingpodcariously. Look, our website will be up and running soon. but is what it is. As grassroots and homegrown as we are, and as much of an IT geek as I am, I still don't know how to make a damn website. So we're going to get some help making that here in the next couple of weeks and have something nice out there for you guys.
You can also catch us Thursday nights at 8 p.m. on Podcast Radio Network.
And I got something really cool to announce real quick for that. John Sweeney, the owner of Podcast Radio Network, also for our sponsors, is who syndicates our show. Each month we get, let's just say, almost 5 digits of listens just from them each month.
Wow.
So really good number of listens. Both Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10 are getting extra play. So we're going to get run on, obviously, our Tuesdays or Wednesdays. We're also getting run on Sunday slots, which have a lot of listeners in the afternoon. So we're going to get even more exposure through him on Podcast Radio Network. It's really cool. It's got like 60 different podcasts that he simulcasts for people, and we've got 2 of those slots, which is really, really kind of cool.
That's awesome.
So, and it's mostly, his demographics are mostly men, kind of the same as ours. Typically between 25 and 40 is his, a little bit younger because it's a podcast network. But it's a ton. He's got a ton of listeners. So John, if you're listening, thank you very much for those extra couple of slots. We greatly appreciate that.
Indeed. All right. So for Living Podcariously, my name is Tach.
I am Adam Pickle singing. What was it?
Yodeling Pickle.
Yodeling
I am Adam the
Pickle.
Yodeling Pickle.
I'm Andrea Joy.
I'm Jay Alvarez.
And our special guest,
Jason Estes.
All right. Ready to get out of here?
Yeah, man, let's go.
All right, let's do it.